3, 2, 1, brawl! Goal! Goal! Goal!
Doing some gaming while streaming, but I've got this. So anyway, what you're seeing a lot right now already, right? Like I said, that mid play, and as long as the team dominates mid play, there really isn't anything left to the game, right? It's kind of like, well, you know, it's kind of like having strong arms but having no core. What's gonna hold up your arms? You know what I mean? The real one, too. Anyway, Dirk, not gonna quite be able to get around Ishu there. So now here's Kev. Kev, not even nice axe play by Tony coming out there, but Dirk on a break, but not really any support with him. It's gonna be really difficult for him to get by, and yeah, as we see, not really able to get by. And here's Kev. Nope, here's not Kev. Oh, here's Kev again. Oh, here's not Kev. Here's Kev. Here's not Kev. So my voice can't come higher. About that. Nice stop there by Hishu. Now Kev is gonna get around everybody. Is he gonna be able to score? Yes, just barely he gets in. And yeah, this game has kind of slipped away from one of the teams here. So you know we're already kind of at this point looking forward to the next game, right? The difficult part when you're in that situation is when it's 4 goals, you want to start testing things. When you're down by 4 goals, kind of near the end of the game, you want to start testing things to see if it'll work next game. Right, and that's sometimes where you see a team comes back and all of a sudden it's 4-2, and the next game they employ that strategy, see if it works. And that's really what you'd like to see here. But in the meantime, you know, let's kind of see what they do. Kev, yeah, you know, they try to get over aggressive there, and you know, in a way, that's kind of what I was just talking about. They did try to do something. It didn't work, but that's kind of what you have to start doing. You have to start testing. You have to start trying. So, you know, got to respect that. But regardless, here's the stats. Here's kind of the numbers that you guys are going to be able to see in front of you. You know, really, the stats don't tell much of a story sometimes in these games. I mean, sure, you can see damage numbers. You can see, you know, percentage of numbers hits. But oftentimes that'll kind of tell you the story in a close game about where the scales may have tipped. But in a game like this, really, it comes down to strategy, right? It comes down to positioning. Because the teams might throw out the same amount of moves. They might even hit the same amount of moves, but it's about when they hit them. It's about when they do them. So that's, I think, more or less what we saw that game. We're going to obviously see another game. I would love to see either a more balanced approach or a more aggressive approach next game coming out from the other team, from the Kung Footers, I think is what they're called. Because, you know, that's the only way they're going to do it. Now, I have my own my own tournament match, so you know, I'm just gonna talk to you guys more about strategy while I do this. I was supposed to have it on my second monitor, and then I realized my second monitor is not turned on. So after this game, I'll be able to talk about it a little more in depth. But like I said, they told me I could talk about anything.
2, 1,
Let's talk, guys.
brawl.
The new character. I've heard some stuff. I've heard it's a little broken. I don't know how it's broken. I haven't tried it yet, but why aren't we letting broken characters in the tournament? I feel like that would have been really fun. I would have loved to use Priya, right? That's the name of the new one? Priya? I would have loved to use Priya in this tournament. It would have been very cool. Cultural diversity, really, is you know, I feel like that's kind of what America needs right now. Oh wait, kind of an EU tournament. That's kind of what the world needs right now. Some cultural diversity. Anybody watching my game, you're gonna see me score a sick goal here. Never mind, I got hit. But anyway, yeah. So you know, let's go back to the teams that we're playing. I know I can't really watch it right. Oh, you know what I could do? I could open it on my phone after we get scored on here. Oh, we didn't get scored on here. Okay. Ah, perfect. Nope. Anyway, let me open that up here. Let me open that bad boy up here for you guys. But you know, I think based off of the first game, we might know where it's going. Maybe, we don't know. You never know for sure. But yeah. What the other thing I want to know as well, you know, I know it's like I've only been gone from the scene for, I don't know, like a year, not even a year probably. But who are the favorites? Are they the same favorites? Are there new kind of favorites who have emerged? People got to teach me now. I don't know anything anymore. Oh, there we go. But I appreciate all your messages of concern who were asking about where I went and what was going on. Oh, I got the stream open on my phone. Okay, I might be a little bit behind here, but what's the score? What's the score? Oh, 0-0. Get on them. Get on them. Yeah, I'll pick that. And yeah, red still, you know, they're seeming like they're still having a little bit of difficulty kind of penetrating the actual goal, but it seems like it's possible both teams are, right? And that's, you know, what we're talking about, where you want a balance, you want a more, you know, a more aggressive approach. You want just a different approach, right? You never know. It's not like these guys are unbeatable. We've seen them, right? We've seen people lose games. We've seen everybody win games. If one person can do it, why can't the other? It really just comes down to strategy. In a game like this, it's so important to have the right strategy. And as I say that, I get hit, so I have no strategy. Oh my god, I got hit again. Yo, I might just be bad. Okay, I think I'll score this. Nice. Kev, not quite able to get around there. But you know what? We got to give a lot of credit right now already to the Pyrateers, because at this point last time it was already what, 3-0, right? They've managed to keep it 1-0. They've managed to keep it close. And really, you think about, I'm assuming this tournament has a losers bracket. You still want to test strategy, whether you win this game or not. Sometimes you also want to look ahead to the next round, right? You want to know, is it possible? What do we have to do against these guys to get the win next time, if it comes to that? Or how do we adapt as a team for the next match that we play in the losers bracket to make sure we come out of it, right? These are all questions that, you know, I think the really high-end teams are asking themselves every game. Oh, I'm certainly not a high-end team. I am dead. No, I'm not. Oh, I'm so good. Alright, anyway. Red. Not quite able to make it, and you know, again, what you're also seeing from the red team this time is that they're able to make it further. Obviously, they scored, you know, they got scored on there, but they're getting further and further into the goal as well, which is nice to see, right? They already scored a goal. Is it not even? It is. Oh. Apparently, our match wasn't done in EU. Oopsies. Let me just redo. Alright, let me open my deal screens here. Whoop. Whoops. Oh, and just like that, 4-1 for the blue team. So, you know, let's you know, we'll kind of go more in depth, you know, for this goal. But you know, again, so much of what we're seeing, right, is that mid play, and who's winning the mid play. It's very clearly the blue team, right? They're coming in now. They, you know, when they get to the other goal, I think the red team does what they can do. But you know, getting into the blues end is just so difficult. That sounded a little sus, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's just becoming a real pain point for them, to the point that like the defense, they're never making the defender uncomfortable. And that's such a point, is that, you know, when you make the defense uncomfortable, they start to make mistakes. But if the defense isn't uncomfortable, they're not going to make any mistakes. They're not going to overthink things, right? And that's, that's why some of the SIG that you see in Brawl Ball are so powerful too, is because it just makes you uncomfortable. Even if they're not broken, it makes you uncomfortable, and you have to change your playstyle around it. That's the kind of thing that, everybody's got to figure out how to do, is just make them uncomfortable. All right, the runner, you get aggressive on them. The defender, you pressure them. The support, support has a tough enough job, guys. Don't be mean to them. You don't have to pressure them. Be nice. Oh, what happened? There we go. So anyway, obviously, game ended. Well played by the blue team. Well played by Hishu's Henchman. This does not mean, to my understanding, that the Kung Footers are out. And like I said, we've seen some crazy comebacks in these tournaments before. So I mean, you don't know, right? You've definitely seen some underdogs make some crazy comebacks in a tournament. They could finish second, even if you guys don't believe that they could beat Hishu's Henchman. Maybe they finish second. Maybe they come back in the finals and they have themselves a nice little run, right? You don't know. So let's not count them out. My stream paused, which I personally blame Astru for, and he's not here to say anything about it. So all of your issues really are Astru issues when I think about it. Oh yeah. Oh, we're so good. Yeah. But yeah, here's, and when you're watching the highlights as well, you also want to focus on how easy some of the goals for that blue team were, and that's because they won the mid battle, right? There's no other reason for it. It has nothing to do with the fact that the red team sucks and they don't know what they're doing, whatever. It just has to do with that pressure that was put at the start. One team was able to apply, they only won one facet of the game, but that was that mid game, and they won it handily. Oh my god, this guy's crazy. Nice. I don't know who the next match is going to be between, but I'm looking forward to seeing some familiar names again. I miss them. Low expectations versus uncrowned kings. I was just told by our dear friends. Do I want to dox you? I was just told by our dear friend that yeah, do I want? I'm not gonna say production. Yeah, I was just sure, I'll give you that title. I was just told by production that the next match is going to be between two people who I already forget. So I'm really looking forward to this matchup. It's going to be a really fun matchup between these two teams. But who do we know who's on those teams? Do we know the players? Okay, so Ashu's going to lose. Who's the other team? Pentane. Okay, so basically we're going to see Pentane beat Astru here. But that's only my prediction, right? Your prediction could be different. It could be that Astru... Oh, they're on the same team. Astru's going to lose to somebody, guys. That's the point I'm trying to make here. So, if are we still doing like those stream bets? Like, yeah. Oh, man. If we were doing stream bets, I'd be making you all rich right now. Oh, man. But yeah, so anyway, should be fun. Should be a fun match. Now, what you're going to see genuinely in this game, jokes aside, what you are going to see is some of the most experienced gameplay, really in this tournament. I mean, yes, there are, there's obviously a combination of 6 that will be more experienced, but any game where you have Astru, first off, he likes to play with partners he played with before. So you already know that he's going to be playing with people who are experienced. So you're going to be seeing a lot of experience, and so you're going to be seeing things like team combos. You're going to see tight positioning. You're going to see game sense, passes, that sort of thing. You're going to see everything that can help you win a game. These guys are already going to know how to do it. So really, what you want to do in an experienced gameplay is you don't want to get cute, right? The cuter you get, the more they're going to know how to handle it. You want to play your positions well, but most importantly, you really want to finish your hits and play cohesively as a team. Right? And that's not always true. Sometimes when you play in a game against people who are hyper aggressive, you do want to get cute because you have to find a way around them. But in a game with experience, you can't play cute. You can't try things you've never tried before. You're not going to beat them at their own game. You really just have to stay cohesive, limit your mistakes, do what you can in that sense, try to get them damaged, and then when one of them's out, you take your opportunity, you strike. That's what the experienced team is going to do. Give me room later. Who had bro maintained with me? Yo, Tyler. Okay. I wasn't reading the chat. Tyler, we were on a team together. Actually, it doesn't matter who you play with. You're gonna lose. That's my point. That's really, and I'd like that on stream. I would like to have that officially on stream. I don't think that's how it works. So, Ash, you remember when we played together? Sorry, I don't want to cry on stream. I'm not gonna talk about that. But anyway, so low expectations, Uncrowned Kings. So I don't know if low expectations are supposed to be underdogs, and that's like the point of the name. But you just gave me the name of 6 players who I'm pretty sure are very good players. So I don't know. Also, asked you, why did you pick? Why did we not get the team back together? You wanted to play with Pentane, but not with me? No, let's get in a fight publicly right now in front of everybody. Yeah, let's air our dirty laundry. Let's see what he says. Yes, XD. He XD'd. This guy XD'd. He XD'd on me, guys. Look, can we all come together with like a hashtag #AskTrue, but like 2 S's? Can we do that? I think that would be. I don't know if we have enough people here, but like, I think we should get that going. I think whether it's in the tournament or after the tournament, ASSTrue hashtag. Oh, do I have another game? No, I don't. Okay. Yep, somebody did it. Oh no, my headset is dying. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go get my other headset. Give me 2 seconds here, ladies and gentlemen. I will be right back. Can they hear me? Is this good? Does this work? Okay, it does work. So, perfect. Oh, no starting. Oh man, good time. Okay, guys, gotta get set up there. So, where were we? Yes, Ashley's looking really that's I'm quite fond of that. So, no, but genuinely, either way, I'm excited to see the matchup. I don't know what the, I don't know what like the popular positions are here for like, what the finals will be. I'm excited to see for sure, but Tyler sound low. Yeah, well. Hold on. Give me until after the game. Oh, you can't hear me at all? Okay, I know what's happening. Give me a minute. I'll fix it. Okay. Well, the microphone's like almost in my mouth, but no, this works. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's good. There we go. No, I wasn't there. I'm trying to fix my settings on the fly here.
3, 2,
there we go.
1, brawl!
Okay, well, we got another game going. So, I'm a little curious about.
Give me another minute.
Goal!
Still on fire? What the fuck? That's so weird. Okay, maybe. Yeah. Let me know if it's working. Sorry, my other headset whatever game is going on, I'm sure it's very exciting. I haven't watched. Yo, still!
Okay. There we go.
This is yeah, it's hard to get this close to my mic, but I got it. I'm kind of figuring it out. I wonder why it's doing this stuff. Okay. Let me open up the stream again. Okay, here we go. What's the score? Oh, it's actually losing? Yeah. So, yeah, anyway. Prediction. My prediction is whoever's winning right now is gonna win. I think that's a fair prediction. This stream has gotten off to a hilarious start between the with all the audio issues. But we're figuring it out, guys. Thanks for thinking about us. Nice, Astro is high. No, he's died! I mean,
Goal!
being impartial. Go Astro. So, you know what already I feel like we're seeing here is significantly closer play in terms of style. It seems like the style is very close. And how they want to play, how they want to approach it seems like it's very close. It's kind of run and gun. And so, you know, you're going to see a lot of goals very quickly, most likely, with this kind of style. And again, with experience, that's kind of what you're going to see, right? So, you're what I would expect to happen. This game, it's going to be kind of close. The run and gun is going to go crazy. Next game, you're going to probably see something a little bit more defensive. Try to watch out. Goodness, this mic is here, let me do this. There we go. There we go. Anyway. Yeah, anybody who's kind of watching my game. So here's we're playing a game with audio issues here on and trying to with these issues. So sorry, after this game it's gonna be all better. I just need a minute to get everything set up. But, Cool. Okay, let's do that. Oh yeah, what I said we would talk about though. How's it doing? How's the community been? Guys, talk to me. It's after this game I'll be able to go through all the comments and everything. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I hope you have some
Goal!
Ashu. Oh wow, nice double running kind of coming. Which is another very veteran thing, and I think you see Ashu-led teams do that more than anybody, but any experienced team try to learn to do it. You start getting this double runner thing going, it really throws the other team off, right? So the whole composition and play style you have gets thrown off a little bit. And now you have to adjust, you have to try new things. Oh my god, this microphone won't stop falling. Anyway, fine. We're getting to it. Ah, finally! Okay, I can adjust everything. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. That this setup right there. Boom. And setup. Okay. All right. Do that. So let me open this part again. There we go. Oh, somebody left. That's a perfect time for them to leave as well. Oh, now I see the teams. Now I see the teams. I get it. Okay. So I'm actually gonna go into my Discord settings here and try to bump it up myself. I don't know why the mic sensitivity is so low. That's annoying. Voice activity. Oh my god, it's on push to talk. Is that why? Voice settings. That would make sense. That would make so much sense. Boom. Okay. There we go. Yeah, they can start. I should be good in just a second here. So go ahead. And there we go. Okay, so assuming my mic will be good enough for this game, and then after this game, I'll kind of switch back to my other headset just to use the phone a little
3,
bit.
2,
So
1,
here we go.
brawl!
Here we go. Let's at least do the first couple. But well, we have a chat. They'll let us know. And here we go. Yeah. Sorry, I know people can do that. You're gonna be able to get in and get around really quickly. Really nice goal. Kind of right off the bat. And you know, last game I kind of predicted this game would be a little bit more low scoring. It would be a little bit more maybe defensive. But right away they're coming out with the offense. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe it's you know, they want to get even more. Maybe that's how they're going to switch the game. Right? There's a possibility that that's their plan going in. Because again, they almost had another breakaway. But a really nice weapon goes stopped them there. But again, a double runner almost in. And Blue Team kind of struggling just to and just like that, the red team right at center, able to get that quickly. And look, they've come out. And instead of saying, hey, let's be balanced, hey, let's be defensive, hey, whatever, yo, let's just go stronger in the offense. Let's just go stronger. That's really what they're trying to do. Oh, crap. I want to, that's all good. Okay, we're all good. So, not quite able to get around. All stuck. Not quite able to get in still. This red team is doing a really good job of bending but not breaking. That's what they call it. You're bending, and as I say that, they broke. So maybe I just don't say anything anymore. But you know, it's a really back and forth game. But 2 minutes in, we already have 3 points. This is what I missed in the first game. I feel bad for myself. This is some high octane stuff here. Now, interestingly, Red isn't supporting until they know they have a lane clear. I think last game might have scared them. I think while their runner is being very offensive, they're actually leaning a little bit more back, being a little more defensive, waiting to see how the play progresses. But the issue is, if you already have 2 people with the weapons sticking together, your runner's always going to be alone, whether it's on defense or on offense, right? Because one of them gets mixed, or one of them gets hit, both of them get hit. So that's why you want to normally be a little bit more spread out. As we see there, they get spread out, they get a goal. So that's really what they'd want to focus on. As for the blue team needs to also understand that right now, they're bunched. Look at that, 3 people bunched up right away, right? That's happening to them way too often. I've seen them get caught in down take a couple times now. They want to make sure they're spread out. They want to make sure they're not getting over aggressive. And just because the red team's playing aggressive, they don't have to play that game. They can play this. Right? Because again, nobody went back to follow that ball until 2 red teams already passed. And now, boom, you have a 1-on-2. They got ball possession. They got their supporter in. They were very lucky. Pentine made a very nice grab there and a very nice goal. This is a hell of a game, everybody. But okay. So anyway, shouldn't keep my game waiting too long. Let me open it back up on my phone.
Goal!
But yeah, so that's really what you're seeing, right? Well, really what you're seeing out of these two teams. Okay. So 3-2 game. This really could come down. This really could end up being anybody's game, right? So that's kind of. Oh God, I gotta balance this again. Yeah, that's really what you're gonna see, and I'd love to see the experienced players lean on their experience there to know how to behave in whatever situation is needed. As for the red team, keep doing your thing. It seems like they've adjusted nicely. But this is still such an early game, and I think we're all hoping this goes to a set of 3. Oh, you. Why, Uh-oh. Hold on. My mic. It's dead. It's not dead. We're fine.
Goal!
All right. Sorry, guys. Back with the good audio. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, what I was saying, I think it's really cool. It's really nice to observe this. The high octane offense. It's 4-3 right now. What we're seeing earlier in the game is still kind of what we're seeing, right? And so I think the back and forth between these two teams has been really interesting. But I haven't really seen the adjustment this game. Maybe coming out from one of the team. Yeah, I'm not gonna name the team, but you know what team. As you're not seeing the adjustment that you'd like to come out as of now, and I think that's really the only thing holding them back. But I think what's also very cool about this is, again, you get this really high flying offense. You get these crazy amount of goals. You're gonna see if you want to play a more mid game, and there's the ending goal there by the blue team, which they actually managed to come back. So I was also playing my own game. You're going to see a lot of really cool mid play. And I think that the most important thing that people don't always realize about Brawl Ball specifically is playing the middle game is more important than playing in your own end. And that sounds a little bit bizarre, but where does the play start and where does any play start? It's when you're at mid. It's when you're able to get around all the nonsense in the middle. And often goals happen because there's a free goal on the other side, or there's a free goal on your side because of the battles that you did at mid. Ike's out. Oh, I think we're going to be joined by the creator of this tournament. He's which will be nice for all the audio and whatever issues I've been having. It'll be nice to have him here. So yeah, he'll come in pretty soon. But either way, I think again, if anybody here is really watching and just trying to get better, I think what I see so often is people are trying to just improve their play in their own end, improve their play in the other end. That's going to come. But so often, the play in your own end is already broken down by the time it gets there, because at mid, you weren't able to get the proper support. You weren't able to get the proper thing going. And, a lot of the replays, like what we just saw there, nobody stopped him at mid. They all had to scramble to get back. Easy gravity cancel goal, right? It's because nobody was able to stop him at mid. I should say GG's. My game is now over. I'll be ready to kind of go into the next one. So let me pop this back open. But yeah, so let's kind of go over the replays here if there's any more. They paused just in time. So either yeah, that'd be great if you could replay those. I think I'm playing bad because of Tyler. I think you're playing bad with Tyler as well. Anyway, so look. What we're going to see, and almost guaranteed, right, what happens every boom, right? They just, they just cleared 3 people at mid. Boom. Because there was a hole in mid, he was able to get in. And then look, by the time they're here, now they have support in. Now it's all clustered, right? So the play in your own end almost barely matters. And that's a really good example, is by the time you get into the other person's end, the play is discombobulated. Almost always. Now here might be a bit of an exception, depending on whose goal this is, but yeah, you're seeing, right, nice stop by mid, but because 2 of them were bunched up, the support was able to take 2 of them, leaving only Astru back. Astru misses, as he always does, and boom, it's a free goal. right? So you're seeing all these examples. Don't bunch up at mid. Make sure you're a little bit spread out. Make sure no matter where they go, there's somebody there to stop them. That's team synergy, right? That one was a bad example because everyone just bunched up in their own end. But for the most part, that's the example, right? Boom, 2 people again bunched up, right? And it's hard because when you're a support, you want to stay with your runner. That's kind of your whole thing. But if you stay with the runner too much, this is the kind of thing you start to see, right? Boom, 2 people got hit by the same end light because they kept bunching up. So that's the issue. That's really difficult to overcome, and it happens from both teams. But that's, I think, what the truly elite teams, right, what they try to do is they really try to play that spaced out game. And I think you see that from whatever they're called, Bob's Builders, He Shoots Henchmen, whatever they're called at this point. That's what you see from them so much. They play that spread out game. They don't get discombobulated. They play the middle game better than anybody, where they try to create holes in the middle. By the time they get into the end, all they got to do is use one sig and boom. Because they understand everybody's going to be bunched up when they get into their own goal. You know, that's the big secret. On the NA side, you see the really good NA team to do the same thing, right? It's about spacing. So I'm really interested. My prediction is that the team who's able to win this tournament today is going to be the team who shows the most restraint and spacing, who shows the most consistent gameplay, and who shows really strong mid support. That's what I'm guessing, but we're going to see. It's still anybody's tournament. I think next we're going to have Bob Builders versus Low Expectations. So that's going to be fun. I think I'm going to play a game in a second here. So that's going to be fun too. The other team's saying they're hungry. This isn't a good sign. Why is my second monitor not working? I feel like for all the streams I've done here, I think that somebody should buy me a better second monitor. My second monitor's it's like glitching out, bro. It's like turning on and off and on and off. It's hurting my head. It's too much. So anyway, I'm gonna play my game now. Let's see how this goes. But either way, I do want to kind of continue on that, on the point as well. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'm just like join. I don't know the room. I don't know the room number, but you should just be able to. Are we friends on Z something? It's Z Teddy my Jedi. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna watch my game for now while we wait for the other game. But still, a point I wanted to go over as well. Runners, don't mind me that I'm the one running, but like. Runners is also it's one of the most important parts of team chemistry is also how the runner runs, because you also have to know, right? Sometimes you're going to be on a team with an aggressive runner, you got to be aggressive with them. Sometimes you're with a more passive runner, you know that you have a little bit more flexibility, you have more time to get damaged on them. You know, it really depends on the play style. There's no right way to run, and I think that's what we've learned through all this time is if your runner, as long as you guys know how your runner wants to run, you'll make it work. So, just like that, as we say that, this runner scores this beautiful goal. But, whatever. And then as I say that, we almost are we going to get scored on? You know my games? That's so funny. You can join Danzo if you're friends with Danzo or Spider. That's really sad. He just told me he's not friends with anyone, guys. Production just told me he has no friends. That's so sad. I'm sure. Well, get somebody. Maybe somebody in the chat can start watching the game, and then they can tell you. Oh wait, they can tell you the room code. It doesn't show. Brawlhalla used to show. Real ones remember. Oh, I just choked a goal. You're missing some quality action here. Can I invite you in the middle of? No, I can't. It's all good. But yeah, so that's, again, we might as well, continue kind of on that point as we're not watching much. So, yeah, that's a part of team synergy is just knowing how each other plays. And what's really fun though is when you get on a team that maybe hasn't played together before, and it just so happens that you all kind of sync up and have the same style, right? I think we've seen that, or even if it's a different style that just complements each other's well, right? That's the other thing is you never know what's going to work. Chemistry chemistry is more than just a subject in school, guys. That's, you know, I tried to make a quote there. I don't think it was a very good one. But, yeah, that's, oh, is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, so that's, you know, the other thing, too, is, you know, when it comes to defense, what I've always found, too, is, you know, when you're a really good defender, and, you know, you'll see this in any of the top flight defenders, really, it's when they know when to pinch, when not to pinch, when to retreat. Those guys can be very annoying, right? Because if you switch up your game style, game sense mid-game, and the defender is still able to kind of keep up with you, that becomes very demotivating for you, because it's like, okay, wow, no matter what I do, I just can't get around this guy, right? That's really what makes a good defender, is I find flexibility. Oh, you guys are missing me choke some quality stuff here. Oh man, I didn't score. And then lastly, we kind of go to support. You know, I always like to give. Oh my god, I'm bad. I always like to give the support some. I guess I don't. You know, credit, sure, but also some leniency, because what's difficult about support is that sometimes you also have to play double runner. Sometimes you have to play double defense. Sometimes you have to play a more passive version of support. Sometimes you have to play a more aggressive version of support. Really, the most flexible position has to be support, and all that for people to call them the least valuable position in the game. It's hard, right? It's a really difficult position, and it's so easy to make a mistake, for your runner to get frustrated at you, for the defender to be on a 1-on-3 and then wonder where the heck their support is. It's hard. So playing that rover position often takes the most game sense. Now that doesn't always mean, no, it's not always the most important position. It's not even always the most difficult position, depending on who you're playing against. But it is one that takes the most game sense. It's one that takes the. Oh, and I can give you the room number, by the way. It's 6. You got it? Okay. 626 254.
Custom.
Oh, that's your. Oh, it's fine. That's your. That's the name you're using. That's so funny. I love that. So, it's 1-0 for us. We did it. So yeah, and then that's, you know, again what I'm saying. So we're 3 NA boys trying this EU tournament out. Go easy on us. Why am I running? We agreed that we would alternate running, and then I left the call, and then I just started running. I'm too nice of a person. Don't lull me. It's just 1-0 for us, for the red team. Even the music is different. Everything's different. Back in my day, we had 8 characters and we liked it. That's not true. Back in my day, we actually had like 16 characters, but still. Yeah, oh, I didn't have a jump. So anyway, here I go. Not quite able to get around the SIG. Oh, not able to get around the weapon toss. I choked that badly. Can we go back to not streaming this, actually? That was not something I needed everyone to see. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. But, yeah, so you're seeing, you know, what's cool, and, you know, I'll be able to kind of point it out in this game, is, like, you see the pillar play, how you have one person on the right side of it, one person on the left side of it. They really made it easy for me until I choked. These weapon tosses are going to be banned. I will ban them myself. But only when the other team uses them. I can do it. And then here. So here we're going to want to try to get a little bit more aggressive because they don't have weapons. One of them is damaged. But didn't quite work out that way. But, you know, that's kind of the game sense that you want to employ. And the kind of thing you want to also keep notice on is, okay, how many of them are damaged? How many of them are healthy? Who's alive? Who's not alive? What position is alive, right? That's also important. Ah, nice save. So, you know, there, we try to take advantage. I'm bad. Haha, never mind, I'm the best. I should probably die soon. You know, and that's the other thing, is when you want to die, right? I don't want to use the other way to say that in here. That seems not PG appropriate. But, you know, that's the other thing you want to keep in mind is, you know, how long do I want to stay alive? Like, I'm staying alive way too long. And I know that, but I just don't care. Because, you know, I'm a bad teammate. But it is something you want to keep in mind. You want to play a really high-level game, you got to find ways, no matter what your team is doing, really. I keep running into that guy. No matter what your team is doing, you want to find ways to stay fresh, right? Be able to stay healthy so that no matter what happens, your team has an anchor. Ah. There's Spider. Now, oh, I'm getting absolutely ass blasted in the other zone there. My bad. So yeah, I'll start doing the actual commentary of the game now. But you know, these are all things that I want to point out and that kind of like go through your head when you play the game is, you know, all these little things. So here I am trying to get around these two. See, they all kind of overcommitted there, which gave me a bit of a break, but really nice blaster play to get back there by, I can't see his full name. What is it? Ricky? Ricky? That's a cool name. Go away. I just got team comboed, and yeah, so there's another example, right? The runner and the defender were bunched up, we both got hit by the same sig, boom, we got scored on, right? It's funny, all the things I'm telling you guys not to do, I do them. Ricky is cube. Okay, that's good to know. Sorry, I was reading my Discord and I lost the ball. My bad. Right, and kind of realizing is like the more aggressive they get, it's hard for us to, you know, just with our style right now, we're not super alert on that style of play. Now I knew what they were going to do there. Wasn't able to do that. Now see, we all kind of went in. We got scored on. So really, what I'm talking about over and over again, right, is you want to play a team game. You want to make sure you're not all playing the exact same play style, and that's kind of what's going to happen. I swear last game we won, guys. I swear. Throw it again. Throw it again. Ah, he threw it again. So, you know, again, you know, that one was just a bit of a play breakdown, but you know, like I said, you know, next game, we're gonna go in, we're gonna try something different. Who knows? Maybe we can even come back from this game. Oh, I got team comboed. I did say maybe. No promises. Oh, almost a nice little goal by whoever that runner is. And nice sigs coming out from Ricky on D there. No, I'm glad that hit. And that's another thing, right? Like you also got to know your character, right? Sometimes you have a character that just plays really well at the pillar. Other times you have a character that's better for mid support, right? You don't know. We both tried to go in there. I think we just wanted a goal, but. You know, and that's, you know, that's one of the things. Ada is really good at pillar play, right? They're kind of figuring that out. They're using that to their advantage very smartly. I'm not going to get hit by a weapon toss this time. I don't know what my character's good at. Character's good at that. That's what my character's good at. Oh, yeah. Again. Oh, I missed the ball. Well, that's kind of on me. I missed the ball there. So, you know, again, where you saw the play break down so much in that game was just, you know, bunching up. It was just, you know, staying stacked and not always having proper spacing and not always having proper gameplay. Whoever joined me better roast the piss out of me for that game.
Hey, that was so bad.
Yeah, that was awful. Those guys suck. Holy. So, now Ricky's going to BRB, so it gives us more time to talk about, if you guys would not play good, that would be nice. I'm playing again. So, yeah, tell us what you observed from that game, Mike. Tell me, but leave out the parts where I wasn't good. Just tell me about the other parts.
I didn't see too much, but what I was seeing is there were inaccuracies just in not being able to hit people, which comes from the lag, I think.
Yeah.
Which just makes it a lot harder to actually focus on play style and game sense when you have difficulties doing the basics.
Yeah, it's you know, I'd like to blame lag, so I will. I agree with you. So yes, it is all 100% lag, but also it's true in a game like this where, like, even if you're 0.2 seconds off of what everybody else is doing, that's more than enough. And really, where that comes, like, the most, where you have the most difficulty is, one, trying to grab something, either whether it's a weapon or a ball. If you're just a little behind that 8-ball, you don't get it. But also, trying to do really precise dodges becomes really difficult. And what ends up happening is you dodge a second late, and then you get comboed because you don't have your dodge anymore. So it's fun. Yeah, it gives him the win if he ain't get his
But
ass back in 1 minute.
We see
Sorry,
it's
go ahead.
possible, right? You just won the first
Oh, yeah.
game.
Yeah, and you know we've seen you know outer continental teams win tournaments before, right? It's rare, but obviously it's something that's happened because again, if you know you're always going to be 0.2 seconds delayed, you can hardwire your brain to know that and to try to grab things a little bit earlier, whatever. It's obviously not going to be perfect, but there's ways, you know. People have done it, and oh my god, he's teleporting. That makes it harder. But you know, teleporting is I just got to predict the teleports, guys. That's how you get good. So that's what I did right there. I predicted the teleport. I actually had a very clear goal open. So if they could just do that 4 more times. Here's Spider. Not able to get her. Sorry. Yeah, the nair from my really shitty teammate missed there, so you know it is what it is. But nice running though. He kind of went back, went forward. Was able to wait it out. Oh, nice play. Nice play by Z. You know, he was able to hit them a few times, but the defense, to their credit, was able to get back every time. No, not letting you do that. Oh, I guess we are letting them do that. So right now, you know, kind of part of the issue is, you know, nobody's going for the support. Everybody's still bunched up after the last game, which if we were in a call, would have been something that might have been discussed. But I'm here with you guys, and that's so much more valuable to me.
In NA, do you just talk about that? Because in EU, there's kind of the convention that the support goes for the support and defense.
Yeah, normally that's like conventional wisdom, but also like when you have a team, like we've never played together, the 3 of us, so it's also like, who knows? Sometimes things just you gotta repeat them, especially when Z Teddy is involved. What a throw! Actually, kind of was a good throw. I didn't think it was gonna make it. Oh, and there's an example of the grab, right? I was on it, I couldn't grab it, he got it. It's kind of a good example of that lag that gets in the way a little bit sometimes, but they're doing a really good job of kind of holding the ball away when they do get it. And that's also going to obviously make things difficult. So now they've got the pillar play going. That's kind of what you want to look for. It's too bad. It was a really nice play by Spider though to kind of get around that. Let's just... So, you know, kind of what I was talking about as well. You want to know when to reset. Oh, it's not where I meant to throw it! It's all good though, they read it. That's so funny.
You also keep overcommitting.
Hell yeah. That's what we do, baby.
Going in too much.
Oh my god, I wasn't able to grab it twice.
Very bad for defense.
Where's my dodge? Okay, my dodge came the second time. So I guess I'm a little bit ahead. I should wait for you to commentate. When I was last time I was playing and commentating, I would just say everything 3 seconds after it happened, which was so difficult to keep track of.
No, spectator delay is better now.
Oh yeah, they changed that, didn't they? Oh, that's nice.
Still delay, but it's shorter.
What are the nice changes they made?
That was... I mean... Z Teddy just has DSIC and doesn't use it. He used it before, and it worked, but I don't know why he didn't use it there. It was a perfect moment.
It was, but you know, it's children, right? It's... Oh my god, I can't grab the ball in this region.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Running in a different region is very hard.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, your team is doing a good job attacking that. I think Z Teddy got impatient because you didn't walk in. You could have definitely walked in sooner.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm scarred. Oh, well, he heard your pleas.
Yes. Easy. Good.
Okay, let me die. Let me die.
That's something a lot of people still don't pay attention to is resetting when it's time to.
Oh, big time. Yeah. And it's one of the most important parts too. Throwing the ball
Yes.
out sometimes too, but it's got to be at the
Yeah.
right time, obviously. But yeah, that was some for EU. I'm pretty proud of that movement.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's cool.
You have to be faster though.
Yeah, that's the one little. Yo, nice jump though. Oh, I couldn't tell.
I can't stop using the D-Sig. I mean, if it works.
I feel like he's listening to the stream. That's what matters, though.
Very good support by who's that?
Yeah, that's Jedi.
Jedi.
Oh, grabbed the ball on my screen. Hell yeah, defense.
Now, even when someone's on their support, it happens that they just get the upper hand.
Yeah,
That's
for
fine,
sure.
and then it's very hard to get back, but he did manage.
Oh, I missed. And now, we got a 1-goal game. This has actually been a good bracket when you think about it. How close the score is,
Yeah.
you know?
In the match that I got out, it was a golden goal in the last match.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's pain.
It was 1-1, and then golden goal was tournament goal either way.
Man.
It lasted
tough.
about 10 seconds.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Very good D6 by Z-Teddy. They don't know what to do against it. What I would do is honestly wait it out or throw your weapon. At least that's what worked for me.
Oh my god, that hit me. It's okay. We got weapon throws. And regular throws.
Now there, usually people do that when they're in danger. Like you want to throw the ball out of your own goal because you think you're gonna get hit very soon.
Yeah.
You can't keep it there. But there, you were not in danger at all. There was no reason to throw it out. Just keep it
I
and run at
felt
them.
I felt like I was in danger. in my heart. Yeah, Z. Oh, he's not on PlayStation anymore. He can see the messages. Ah, whatever. Z still. Thanks.
Are you out now?
Yeah, I think so. Which is probably for the best. Yeah. So now we can. Oh, I should say GG's.
This month is actually my 4-year anniversary of subbing to our style.
Oh shit! Oh, that's pretty cool. Good stuff. Well, how long has our style been operational now?
On stream?
Just like in general. When was the clan made?
I'm not sure. Like 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's gotta be coming up from a while now. Because I mean, you know, for some people who don't know this, there was a clan for a long time that was the Brawl Ball clan, right? It was kind of what everybody went to. They hosted all the tournaments, they won all the tournaments, but then, you know, TVS folded and our style was made. So, bad stuff. Sad stuff.
What I actually didn't know until recently, I felt rather betrayed, is Bruce helps in creating our style.
I didn't know that either. That's so funny.
Bruce,
Bro.
Bruce at the final push and told them, yeah, go make your own clan.
Oh my god. Good.
He's actually
Damn,
the
Bruce.
co-creator of our style.
So does he get banned from Pyrateers now? Is this what happens?
No, of course, would never. He's my most trusted officer.
Ew.
All the officers are trusted, really.
Yeah. Bruce was like... Bruce had been a veteran when I started playing this game.
What? Really?
Yeah. Like, when I came in, there was, who was that guy who used to play Mirage? Kane? Kane? Was like one of the big boys. Like, that was like the first goated player I ever saw. And then it was like Eagle and like Bruce, you guys were kind of the mix. And then Kane disappeared. and so did
I
Necrand.
I remember
Yeah.
Kane's name, but I don't remember what he was like at all.
He played the Apocalyptic Mirage, and that's all he played. And I don't remember what he did as a player either. I feel like he was the first one of us who knew how to do scythe strings, and so that made him really annoying.
Either way, Brawl has evolved a lot since that time. Everyone's more knowledgeable now, and they know what to do in certain situations.
Yeah.
And you kind of
big time.
expect your teammates to know what to do as well. Which is weird, because if I look to an A, you don't know at all.
Bro, I'm literally like the perfect player, so I represent all of NA. You
Of
guys saw
course,
my game there.
you don't count there. It's
It
more
was
of the enrichment.
well,
When-
it's funny because NA when you look at like top end teams that get formed in NA are really good. Really, where NA starts to fall off, you have so little depth in that region, and like that's been the case forever. So like you'll have 6 players, 8 players, 9 players, whatever, who can play the game well, and then you got the next 71 players who are all new players because nobody else was able to stay long enough because they just kept getting wiped or like they didn't enjoy it or whatever. So where EU kind of dominates is you find you have your top end players, and then you have right beneath them you have competition, you have medium players, and you got players who are getting better and players who are evolving. Yeah, we got like 6 guys.
That's crazy. Yeah, EU is just much bigger.
Yeah.
You got like
But NA, so much better than Australia. It's not even close. No. We got something. Chat rules? Okay. Kane the Go-Yo
I'm still
Pentane. Do
waiting.
you remember Kane? Are you getting back to NA tournaments, Tyler? Honestly, I'm probably, like, not to be dramatic, this may be the last tournament I play in. I'm not 100% sure, but it really depends on, life happens. And it's been, oh shit, when's the last time I played this game? Like, for real, like a year now? It's gotta be close. So, it's hard, right? I said every tournament, yeah, but think about it, for the last year, have I entered any tournaments? Checkmate. EU scum, sorry, I couldn't think of another word. That was very mean. But like,
you didn't even
Yeah.
participate in the big Brawlhalla tournament, did you?
No, I didn't. No, I was in the Philippines at that point, and I thought when they made an SA tournament, I was like, oh hell yeah, Southeast Asia, I can play. South America, that was tough. That was a tough realization. Thanks, Klein. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But retire. Who knows if I ever come back and do a stream when I've got time. This happened. Ike asked me so far in advance. I was able to kind of plan my calendar. But next week I move to Florida. So wish me happiness there, guys. All you Americans, come visit me in Florida. Gonna be fun. When does Casta Tyler retire? Ooh, that's a good question. When it stops paying the bills. I'm getting paid for this, right? That's cool. It's cool. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, no. Realistically, whenever the time runs out, right? Like it takes a lot less commitment to cast in a tournament, because if I can only do half a tournament, I gotta go all of a sudden. It's not the end of the world if I have a co-caster. But if I'm in the middle of a tournament and I tell my team like, yo, I gotta dip, my business is on fire or whatever, it becomes a little bit harder. So, yeah, well, to be determined on when I retire from casting. But when it comes time to actually playing in tournaments, this might be my last one. I won 1 game. I feel good. It's a good note to go out on. What else? I haven't really read any of the messages, I'm gonna be honest. 4 years, hell yeah. Okay, nothing to. Oh no, it's Tyler. Yeah, I'm sure my team said the same thing. There's viewership rewards? Hell yeah, guys.
Ooh.
Viewership rewards. There's viewership rewards. You guys should get on those. In the, what do you say? Chest icon? Chest icon. Wait, what kind of chest? Like a plummet chest? Like a plunder chest? Oh, like a treasure chest? That's cool. That's my second favorite kind of chest. Cool. Well, guys, click the plunder chest, get some rewards, watch the stream all the way through, like and subscribe. Yeah, I don't. That's all I've got. Donate. Do you follow? Follow me on my socials. I don't have any, but if somebody wants to make me socials and then follow me there, I'd appreciate that. That'd be cool.
Did you make that yourself?
Oh, what?
The viewership awards. Or
Production did? Yeah, they can hear.
Okay.
Oh, cool. We're getting word that production hates all of you. He just said it right now. So now he's laughing at you. Yo, that's rude. That's crazy. So anyway, if you guys, this is the most professional stream I've ever done for sure. This is my retirement age streams. You know, they're a little different. It's like the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight.
I like that it's like in the old days. You and me, we cast.
Yeah, man, it was fun. Those are good times. What's the next match, by the way? Who are we waiting on? I just realized we're supposed to be. Who is it? Who are we waiting on? Astro Stylican. Who was the third there? It was
Pentane.
Yeah, you're right. Yo, I will fill in for Pentane. You guys just saw me lose back-to-back games. I need redemption. They should probably stick with Pentane.
Any predictions?
Well, here's what's cool about, kind of what I was saying earlier. We have what's gotta be the most senior teams in the tournament, right? There's Pentane. Because, I'm not saying they're the most senior players, but all 6 of these guys have been around for years now. So, you're going to have a lot of experienced gameplay. You're going to have teams who know each other very well. Are they going to be able to counter each other? I don't know. But what I do know is that both these teams love to have a flair for the aggressive. If somebody can predict kind of the aggressive gameplay that's going to come out, if somebody knows how to counter it, and listen, I'm out of ideas, I don't know, I'm washed, but if somebody knows how to counter that kind of aggression, I think that's the team we're going to find is going to have a lot of success. I'm less worried about the mid play in this game, not that it's not important, but because I think that both these teams know how to recover if the mid play doesn't go their way. It's really going to be about synergy, playing together, knowing your positioning, but most importantly, move accuracy. And that's where the statistics at the end of the game, I think, are gonna give some keen insight into the game. But what about you? What's your prediction?
I think Kevin, Bob, and Hitchu are just way better in the, I don't know, hitting them and scoring.
So Bravo?
But yeah, no, I think Stylican has improved a lot again since he showed up.
Yeah.
So he might be a pain for Red Team. Yeah. Astro as well, he's gotten a bit better with his overcommitments. That's his big issue, right? He overcommits all the time and then gets caught somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't commit to me. Insane. Whatever.
Pentane is still a solid runner.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a prize pool. Now, the caster gets half of it, but the other half goes straight to the winners, so
the actual distribution is the third team gets, wait, let me see again, 80 euros. Third team gets 80 euros, second team gets 140, and third team gets first place gets 280 euros.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations,
These
guys.
are already guaranteed.
That's pretty cool.
To have some
I actually
money.
forgot this was for money. Let's see.
Yeah, it's actually the same amount of money as the big tournament that Brawlhalla organized.
See? This is why we want professionals in Brawl Ball, so that they can throw all of their money at us again. So make sure to thank Ike, everybody. This is all his doing. This was his, I almost said pension. I don't think I have to go that far. This was his his money though. So make sure after the hashtag Astru, make sure hashtag what's a clever way to say thanks, Ike?
I don't need hashtags. Just play more in the custom
Ike and
lobbies.
Ike. Hike and psyched for Ike. Boom. Psych for Ike, guys. Hashtag psych for Ike. We got it. We landed on it.
Boogie is actually also giving half of the money, so it's not all me.
Oh no, who is, sorry?
Boogie.
Oh,
Woogie.
Boogie. Yo, where is Boogie? Was he here?
He hasn't been online in quite a bit. That's why we played
Oh.
with Bruce instead. I don't know where he is. I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried. I mean, he's sponsoring at least. He's around, but yeah, I haven't seen the guy in a long time. I also haven't been here, I guess, but yeah, I miss that guy. Well, thank you to both. You know, Boogie. Fuck, I got to think of another clever thing for Boogie now. Boogie. I'm gonna get back to you on that one. His name is so weird. Boogie, Fluggy, Huggy, Wuggy. That's so bad. I'll think of it. I'll think of it later. We'll figure it out. But I'll book tickets to a Ike concert as a thanks. Agreed. Do you have concerts?
No.
Fuck, that'd be so.
Oh
cool,
well,
though.
yeah, I do have concerts.
What?
I'm in a choir.
No way,
Yeah.
guys. I will. Okay, if we can all pool our money, I will pay for my own ticket to go see. So if everybody wants to pay for themselves, I'm in.
Wait, next concert is planned on. Wait. The 4th. No. Let me actually see. Let me check it for real.
Here we go. But yeah, for real, anybody in the US, anybody in Florida, let me know. I'm gonna be real lonely out there.
Have you actually ever visited some Brawl player?
I don't think I've ever met anyone from here. I don't think so, no.
The next concert is on
Yeah, I think so.
12th of July.
12th of July.
It is a Saturday.
Might be able to make it. What, in Germany?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yo, I'd love to come see that, actually. I love choirs. They're so cool.
We are a
yeah.
good choir as well. Like,
Yo, guys, everybody meet me out there. Anybody who has a job, come meet me out in Germany, and July 12th?
2 years ago we went to a choir competition.
Did Bob leave?
Yeah, apparently Bob is not here. He is in the lobby, but he hasn't picked, and he's not responding to anything.
Yo, I'm in. I can be Bob.
How long do you think we should wait? Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna kick them out.
I can
Yeah,
do
that's
that
probably
first.
smart. I didn't know we could have done that the whole time. That would have been... Ooh, player
I'm gonna
one.
predict he's gonna come back just before we start the match.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, now it's
You know what's crazy?
Spider.
I've never been to Europe. I've been to the airport in Paris, but
I
I
have
need
never
to...
been outside of Europe.
Yo, that's crazy. Dude, you gotta come to... Putin? You gotta come to Canada. It sucks
I might,
here.
I
It's
might.
like the most depressing country ever, but our Putin slaps.
I actually had the chance to
Poutine.
go.
Well, okay. So Poutine is like the French from Quebec. So like Putin and Poutine are both wrong. It's Poutine, but like say whatever you want. You know, that's the joy of Poutine is no matter how you say it, it's there for you. It's warm, it can be cold, it's cheesy, like me. It's got gravy and fries. I'm just listing ingredients at this point, but it's so good.
I actually had the chance to go to Canada for a conference. You know, I'm a researcher now, and a colleague of mine published a paper there, but I didn't want to go because I didn't know too much about the paper.
Oh, dude, it's cold. Yeah, it's really cold. But today it's 9 degrees, so I'm living large.
In Germany here, it's 6 degrees actually.
Yo, it's colder for you?
Yeah, but
No
it doesn't
way.
feel cold. The sun's shining. It's all
Oh, you
fine.
guys have sun. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. No, like I got in from the Philippines last week, and I went from 35-degree weather, and I landed and it was -6.
Oh.
It was so depressing, dog. Yeah, no, it's cool. And I didn't bring a
Okay.
jacket with me, so
No, they're waiting for Danzo.
I swear to God.
Coop, Spider, and Danzo's team actually surprised us. I thought Danzo was rusty and we were gonna have an easy win, but he actually stepped up. He was quite warm
Yeah.
and he slapped us.
No, they're doing their thing for sure. It's
Spider always a good runner. Coop, solid defense.
yeah, and honestly, everybody who's shown up who's still here in this tournament has played pretty exceptionally, right? And like, I mean, how we played these guys, the first game we won 5-1, and it really should have been 5-0. We just sucked for that goal, and then they came back and they just completely countered the play style, and we didn't
I
really
agree.
adjust, you know?
But in my opinion, there's still a lot of room to improve for a lot of the top teams.
Yeah,
There's so many things that everyone is doing wrong, which I don't know, we're just not really talking about.
yeah,
And-
yeah.
And it's hard to analyze in casting because a lot of stuff is going on at the same time, and when you want to focus on one person, you can really, I don't know, detail everything they're doing wrong. Of course, that's not the best thing to focus on. But
Yeah,
there's still going to
no,
be a
for
lot for
sure.
everyone.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's it's easy because during a game, like, yeah, obviously every goal is because of a mistake and it's because of a nice play, and it's so easy. But you're right, like it's such a fast-paced game. You kind of have to pick either what they did wrong or what the other team did right. What you find with teams doing wrong, and what's very consistent in Brawl Ball is, yeah, one, spacing, but two, move selection is something we haven't spoken about. Where sometimes somebody will, they'll have really optimal moves to use in a situation, and instead they'll go for something fancy. So they'll try to do something cute. But sometimes the basics is what does you so well, right? Like, if we look at some of the greatest games we've seen, and some of the game clutching performances, and some of the highest damage games and whatever, and you'll see it's nothing fancy, right? They're always in position. They always use the appropriate move for that time slot, for the selection. So I'd also like to see, no matter how experienced you are, let's see a simple game out of you. Right? Let the runners do the fancy stuff. Keep it simple. Use the moves work. Kind of go on that way. Yeah, I don't know if when do people get DQ'd? Never. I will spare for every team in this tournament, if that's what it takes. Yeah, I'm ready.
Does no one have Danzo's number or anything?
Good question. Imagine if two teams get DQ'd here. That would actually be hilarious. Someone called Bob on Discord. Yeah. Call him on the phone. Anyway, let's see if there's anything in the chat that what's the band name again? What band? They're talking about your choir?
Oh, it's psycho, like
Really?
psychological. Psycho choir, like psycho core it is in German.
Psycho Choir Germany. I gotta look at this. The second best choir in Germany. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Why are you the second best? Why aren't you the best? What?
It's actually, so we went to a choir competition in Germany.
Okay.
The German choir competition. And it's split up into multiple fields, like we got second place in the pop choir genre. But there's also classical choirs and stuff, which are on a different level again. So we're the second. We are very good. We're actually the United States military wanted to come
No way.
and play with us for
That's so cool.
I don't know, what was it, German American?
Oh, I see you.
something
Is this you in the picture?
Wait, send me the picture and
Yeah,
might be
hold
me.
on. I think I see you. There's a lot of you if this is you. It's like a blue
Yeah,
picture.
like
but-
60 people.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I got here. Is this you? Like kind of in the middle?
Yeah.
No way. That's so cool. I never saw Acquire brand themselves like, hey guys, come see us. We're the second best.
Yeah, that was.
I like the
I'm
honesty.
still salty. I'm still salty. I feel like we were better. I.
So funny.
I don't think they were worthy of beating us.
Yeah, it's so funny. That's how you
I
have to
don't
advertise it. But it's cool though. I mean, fuck, second place is. I want that honesty from more businesses. You know what I mean? Like, I want Domino's to be like, yeah, we're open. Come. Like, you know, I'm not saying we're the best. Come, we're open. I want that for all business. You know, I don't know. That's me anyway.
Yeah.
Walmart, we're cheap because we exploit. Whatever. But
So now, if Denzo is ever gonna come, or Bob, what do you think? Who will win out of Spider, Cube, and Denzo versus Errol, Ottman, and Waka?
man, that's tough. I feel like this is one of the most balanced matches we've had in the tournament.
Me too.
Wow. Jeez, tough. That's a good question.
I honestly think if Danzo shows up, I think Danzo's team's gonna win. Spider is a very good runner. I'd say Spider's better than Ottman as a runner, and that's a huge factor. He is just very fast, which decides a lot of situations.
You know, when I look at the red team, I think of three guys who have played for a long time. They've played consistently. They're not going to be, overly rusty, I wouldn't imagine. I think, you have, Ricky, you have Spider who play a lot. I think you have Danzo who, he hasn't looked rusty. He's looked really good. But when they go against really, competition who's now you're getting later into the tournament, is he going to hold up? He seems like he's sleeping or eating. Maybe he's taking a nap. Who knows? I think, to me, in such a close match, I'm going to go with who logically would be more up to speed, who would be a little bit more. So I'm going to go the red team. I don't feel good about it. I wouldn't bet my house on it. I might bet my car on it. Nothing crazy. That's the direction I'm going to lean. It's close. Oh, that's Dock Destruction. I saw a D. I got really excited. So, either way, we've had a good time here, just sitting, talking. People haven't left. They're enjoying. We should make a YouTube channel. I think it's been good. Us in production. Danzo is here. Where? Why is everybody leaving? They just said Danzo is here and then everybody left. This guy has said give them the win like 8 times. Everyone restarting. Okay.
I mean, this is for getting money or not getting money.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But if they're not showing up, I'll have to disqualify them. But it's the same for Bob. Bob isn't here either way, right?
I agree. Does this tournament have spares? I'm guessing no.
I'm gonna give them 1 more minute.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
1 more minute until they're both.
He suggested Danzo down to the lobby. Maybe he's. Oh, is he not? Oh, he's here. There it is.
There we go.
This guy.
Nice.
Is Bob online? Bob's online. Interesting.
I'm gonna have to restart.
Well, here we go.
Again. It's laggy.
No, they'll change them. Now they're still not correct. Now they're correct. Well, that's what? What do you want? What? I think that'd be entertaining. Oh, sorry, they can't hear you. I keep forgetting. I'm just talking to myself, guys. And here we go. Away we do be. I gotta get water after this, yo. So, Eichelbart's prediction was the blue team. My prediction was the red team. We're gonna see it. It seemed like if any game was gonna be split down the middle, it seems like it's gonna be this one. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. And here we go. Spider not able to get around the center. The red team seems to already be bunching up a lot. Now, is that going to be an issue? I'm not sure. Maybe that's the game plan they want to employ. But I think that if you're going to be aggressive, you better hit all of your moves. That's the one thing I'm noticing 20 seconds into the game so far. Blue team is very spread out, right? You're looking at them. Nobody is in the same spot. Nobody can hit by the same move. They seem to have a bit of a plan, and now you're seeing that come into effect, right? Boom. Counter-attack right away, and a goal. So that's, you know, it's funny because I'm talking about it from the first second of the game. You see the counter-attack happen. That spacing is so important, and that's what we're seeing so far. Let's see if they make any adjustments.
Honestly, Red's defense just overcommit there. You can't make that mistake against Cube's blasters and Ada. He's just gonna get you into a sig.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Spider's gonna come back in again. It looks like he's not gonna wait this time, which is an interesting decision because the 3 reds were all bunched. He definitely could have waited. Support probably could have got them, but now they're able to clear it regardless. Not able to get the goal though. Nice stop there by the red.
It looks like Blue is having some communication issues who's supporting his defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Danzo and Cube haven't been going in really. Danzo went in just after a long time last play.
Yeah.
Now Blue team is
red.
very damaged.
Yeah,
this is a good chance for Red team. If they
really smart play. Yeah, Danzo made a smart play running behind everybody and like he didn't get caught up in things. He saw where the play was going. He made sure to adjust. Really nice. He just stopped a goal there. Spider. That weapon toss chased him down.
He could have avoided it.
He could have.
Just mental.
It's a skill issue.
Now Blue team is very damaged. Red is just resetting. That's a very dangerous situation for Blue.
Oh,
Danzo,
Mocha took one step too far forward. If he would have just stayed back, he would have hit all of them. Costly mistake for his team there.
And that's a big thing as well. You gotta play out your advantages in Brawl Ball. If you don't, you lose.
Yeah, big time. Because now, who's the more damaged team, right? And now look, boom. Easy, just like that. Because that's the thing, right? You had an advantage. The blue team were dying. They were resetting. Now they had such a damage, a deficit all of a sudden. Easy goal. And now, just like that, you're seeing 2-0 for the blue team. Ooh, nice double dash. Spider!
Yeah, he's
wow,
fighting.
swift!
He's playing around Mocha.
Yeah.
Wow, very nice try. That was almost a goal. I think if he had touched the ground after he out-jumped them, he would have scored.
What I find Axe players don't do enough in the goal is just downlight. It just hits so much of that, you know, so many of the options that a well-placed downlight can do you a lot of favors rather than, you know, kind of going for the down sig. And here should be a very easy goal, but no. As again, Mocha kind of not in the right position for that clearing. And I think that's the issue you're finding with the red team right now. That support has just not been where it needs to be.
Your game is a bit faster than mine.
Oh, I'm not watching the Discord. Yeah. No, that's on me. That's on me. I gotta watch the Discord.
What? No, I'm watching in Brawlhalla as well.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm watching the Discord now. Well, that might be the same anyway. I should actually close Brawlhalla. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. That was so loud. Boom. There we go. And just like that, we have a 3-0 game. And this is starting to get away from the red team. Now, we've already seen, you know, the blue team lost their first game 5-1 in their match against our team. And then they came back and they did good things. So it's not that the red team can't adjust here. They even have time in this game to adjust, but they don't have a lot of room for error. Now, Ottman not able to get around. I mean, that blue team is just spread out perfectly. You know, that's what I'm noticing this game. They're not getting caught up. They're not bunching up aside from right there, as I said that. But luckily, that falling dare was able to do it. And that's, you know, it's funny. I say that they're not bunched up. The second they do bunch up, they get scored on. So
but that was not the issue. I'm saying the issue, of course, it was bad that they were bunched up, but Cube should have been further back. Or,
yeah.
But now he's apparently supports.
There you go. 4-1 game, right? So, you know, here we were you're kind of seeing the blue team is falling into some mistakes here, actually. They're falling into a mistake where they keep bunching up, and they're always, you know, as soon as I said that they weren't doing that, they have been. And the red team's been gaining some momentum. It's going to be interesting to see. I think what's happening, they're trying to get a little over-aggressive. They taste the victory. It's so close. They have to play patient. They have to play their game to make sure they don't get counterattacked here. Yeah, see? Like, they're lucky he fell. And now Ottman not able to get around the three of them that are kind of all sitting there. But again, you know, one side sig takes them all out, because now all of a sudden they're playing like they're like a human centipeding. I don't know if I can say that on stream, but we're gonna see what happens here. Spider, wow, not able to get around the 300 pokes there. And now he does. Now it's the game. So, you know, what I think the keys for going into the next match, and I'd love your opinion here, I think the keys into the next match is that the red team, they have to start being a little bit more sharp with the movement they're using. They have to hit their moves better. They really have to just position themselves better. And the blue team has to make sure they play their game, they don't get too aggressive, and they stay spread out. What are your kind of keys to victory for the next game you find?
I must say I was a bit distracted because I'm just now handling the Bob situation, and we're talking about what to do when the set is over.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Overall, Ottman has to step up a bit. They need to handle who is responsible for the support. The support is just getting in for free a lot of times, which is just basic mistake. In your team, you gotta make sure someone's on the supports. Yeah, basics, pretty much. Basics, hitting better weapons.
Yeah, for sure. And so many of these games, no matter how high level you are, it comes down to who can execute the basics better. And I think that's kind of what we're going to see here. It's looking really good for the blue team. I think that they've been playing their own game for the most part. Let's see if that changes here. And we're ready to go. That was good timing. I ran to get water. Timed that perfectly. All right. Game is getting underway.
3, 2,
3,
1.
2,
Brawl.
1. Boom. First grab's going to go to the red team. Really nice dodge, but he loses it right away, and it goes right back to Spider. Spider just going right in. Danzo, at least they know who's supporting this time. He came in right behind him. Cube. Nice blaster play, but just not, not able to...
The recovery is not the right play there. You have to stay on the ground. If you don't hit, like, it's an all or nothing play, right? If you hit it, you defend. If you don't, that's a goal immediately.
Yeah, and I think what was tough for him there, you know, he was doing really well at mid, and instead of just using, you know, a, what do you call it, neutral, no, down, you know, the one where he blasts up, the pew-pew up in the air, the neutral air, that's the word. Instead of using a neutral air there, he just kind of, like you said, went for the all or nothing. I think he, spur of the moment, just didn't make the right play. Here we go. Wow, really nice plays by Errol there. He was able to keep all three of them there as his teammates kind of reset. And not able to get around Danzo. And now
it seems Bob is back.
there he is. Perfect. Where did he go? Why did he? There's a drama I'm invested in now.
Let's focus on this game first.
Yeah. Boom, nothing. Okay, Errol. Wow, pretty nice movement. Just Danzo stayed really stagnant there. He didn't waver. Really nice defense there coming out from Danzo.
I mean, in a solid team, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, now it's a very bad situation for Blue, and Cube decides to wait and not go into the goal to defend. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, that was an interesting play for sure there. And now, you know, kind of like I said, we're looking for the red team to adjust. It seems like in this tournament, people are adjusting. The red team their moves are connecting. That's a big difference I'm already noticing right away. And as I say that, nice dodge from Spider to...
No, Spider's wasting time. He shouldn't have jumped there. It would have been a goal if he had just stood his ground.
But now here we are. 3-0
results in another counter play.
Spider trying to go in. Nice weapon toss by Errol. You know, what we're finding from the red team right now is a lot of they're being very responsible defensively. They're kind of acting like a brick wall right now. The blue team, aside from that one goal they probably could have scored, it's been a bend but don't break mentality. Nice stop by blue team, but now they don't have any weapons. They kind of, they're not on their game. Let's say that.
No, also a good play from red is just to starve the enemy team from their weapons.
No.
Oh, risky situation. Blue doesn't have a runner right now, so they.
If he would have caught that pass back though, that would have been nuts. Okay, and here's Altman, 1-on-1 versus the runner.
No, 1v2 actually, but they mess up.
Yeah, the side light was not the move on the blasters there, but here they try again.
They just got to be faster. Support just immediately hit the runner, and Spider for big run, and he's
interestingly enough. Arrow made a nice play throwing his weapon there. I was gonna say, I don't know what he's doing, but he picked up the ball right away. But anyway, now they're all dead. Now there's a goal.
Yeah. That's just mid play. People die, and there's no defense. Easy goal.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we came back to a couple games ago when we were talking about, knowing the right time to reset. Sometimes when you realize it's time to reset, it's already too late. Now here's Spider. Nice moving to get around Arrow. Nice moving to get around the runner. Just not quite able to score there. But, if there was a little support with him, might have made that a little easier.
Cube always with a good down six. That's the most annoying part about Cube, in my opinion. He has
that
very good down six on Ada.
And here you go.
Wow. There's no Spider grab the weapon. See, that's what I mean. He's just faster.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's slippery. It's got good movement.
If that ball had gone to red, very dangerous.
And you know what? Really nice defense. Ottman was kind of back there alone. Did a really good job of stopping them. Hale did a good job there too. I think we're seeing a lot more defense coming out this game. I think last game it was a lot of flawed defense. I think they're kind of buttoned up this game, and we're seeing
Spider with a getaway, and just one D-light on unarmed is so dangerous.
So good. So good. I think it's possible he meant to throw that weapon upwards. I think he didn't get the angle that he wanted on it. And now we're on a 3-2 game. Nice dodge. But kind of goes in 1-on-3. Ottman. Pretty good movement coming from him. It kind of runs head first into those blasters. Spider not able to get around Mocha.
Danza is trying to get rid of Errol, but it's harder than expected.
Yeah, Yeah,
Spider's running nice.
Nice throw.
Now Danza's in there. He might get a surprise hit, but no, they'll both. No.
He got the ball though.
Dead. He was going in. This is still hot. Yeah,
wow.
And it's a goal. Wow, very nice.
Wow. Nice team play.
That's a good play. See, Spider was dead, so Keep can run in because there's someone gonna be back. It's just a respawn.
That English was unbelievable.
Was it
there we go. It was like, never. We'll talk about it later. We got a game. Here we go. Spider, not able to connect with that. The idea was there. The answer was not quite in position, but it seems like they're now. They're being a little bit more liberal in throwing their weapon. That seems to be one of the adjustments the blue team has made, is they want the ball in their hands. It seems to be like they're doing anything they can to get it in their hands. It's working out for them so far. Arrow, nice throw.
They're all blues, all damaged, and supporters in. It's so hot.
Oh wow.
It's a hot mess in the blue goal right now, but they managed to get it out. No, it's not over. Arrow.
Oh my god.
Passed out. And now red team is.
Wow.
On the defense with a big counterplay by Danza.
Everybody's damaged. Yeah, everybody on the field is damaged aside from the people who just died.
Even Spider go in. Now, wow. Okay. If they hadn't scored it, I think even then they would have had a better position because they would have been all reset.
Yeah, by the time they get back, no, big time. That's oh wow, he didn't see the weapon. Yeah, he didn't see it coming. Kind of a game-saving one there. And if the red team comes back and wins this, we're gonna be looking at that play as the reason they're still in the tournament. Spider, not able to get around Mocha. The red team, you can tell there's a little bit of panic here. None of them have their weapons. They're trying, way to go in, get a weapon.
Now, I would triple commit here. It's too late.
Oh, interesting play.
Yeah, they were not fast enough. Errol was going
Nice
along,
movement!
but-
Wow.
Yeah, nice try, nice try.
That was solid.
It was
That was
almost
solid. Yeah.
But he was a solid defense. Oh, just as I say that.
Yeah, and you know, if the other guy would have ground pounded, I think that would have been a goal. Not quite able to do it. Nice defense. We're looking at a lot of risky plays with people who are kind of unarmed defending here. The first team who really gets themselves situated is gonna. There it is. That's the first team that got themselves situated with the blue team.
Blue team.
And that's
what
a
a
set,
comeback.
right?
That's the set. Came back from 3-0 down, I think.
As expected.
Yes, of course. I was wrong. That's what's expected. So, yeah, we can look at some of the stats here. Possession. I don't know. Possession. I mean, 95.8. That seems crazy high, but good on them. Passes. Wow, they track passes. That's really cool. Yeah, you look at the damage. You know, it's similar, right, between the two teams. There's nothing that really stands out there. Again, I think it's efficiency on when they use their moves, right? Again, 52%, 54% of the moves that hit, those are both higher than the highest on the red team. You're looking at they used the moves at the right time. They were opportune. They knew what to do. They made a really nice comeback, but they also weren't afraid to start throwing their weapons, getting rid of their weapons. Ball possession. That's really what ended up becoming the name of the game for them in the second half. And, you know, it worked with them. Ball possession, counter attack. They had everything they needed.
It's a bit botched, right?
What, the stats?
90, yeah, 90%
95?
possession can't be.
Unless it's like...
Even in the
95,
team, it didn't.
He didn't give away. Yeah, the math didn't add up. Something's weird there for sure.
Very good.
It's insane.
Oh, we're just getting hints from production. It's in seconds.
That would make sense. That would
Spider
make
didn't
sense.
have 0 seconds.
2 seconds? Yeah, that was only... Yeah, one of them had 2 seconds. We'll have to... Can you put the stats back up? Do you have them? 95 minutes? Let's see. Oh, Mocha 2.7 seconds. But even so, 95 seconds, do you think that's it? I think he would have had? Yeah,
Maybe
Spider's zero.
the...
With a weapon? No, 3.3 seconds for Cube. Guys,
we could
we're
look into
stumped.
this later. So what's
Yeah.
gonna happen now is Bob came back, so we're just gonna roll the winners finals.
I'll read the chat. I know that we haven't been reading that. Fast AF Boy Spider. Heck yeah. Where's all the hashtag Ask True? I'm not seeing any anymore. I saw a couple earlier. This is very disappointing.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
out, so he doesn't deserve it either way.
Yeah, sure. That's a good point. Yeah,
Astro did all the graphics for the tournament. Thanks a lot for that.
Thanks for messing up the possession, Astru. Appreciate it. Maybe I'm too mean to him.
Okay, so what's going on now? Bob is there, Hichu's there, Kevin is there. Oh, never mind, he did lose. I mixed them up with Errol and Mocha.
Wait,
so
is
sorry.
is everybody ready for the next game?
No, someone's still missing and it's Pentane.
I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. It's cool. It's cool. I'm their spare anyway, so this works for me. So yeah, you look at the replays. There, everybody chased him off the map, and that's a really common mistake you see when a runner has ball possession in the enemy's goal for a long time. What you so often see is 3 people start to chase the runner because you just want to get it out of there. You're thinking my teammate's not doing his job, whatever, but then that's what happens. Right? You all get cleared at the same time. So, a lot of what we're seeing on these replays is impatience or maybe getting a little too overzealous, but let's see.
So what should you do instead, Tyler, instead of chasing the runner?
Well, there's always a couple options. What I always really like to do that I found can be effective is if you're stuck in a rut in your own end where somebody has the ball for 20 seconds, 22 seconds, you can't seem to get a hold of them, have 2 people throw their weapons up. He has nowhere to go anymore. It hits him, it resets, it does whatever. Sure, you run the risk, obviously, of losing your weapon, but if you do it right, it's not normally going to happen. He'll run into one of them, or he'll have to dodge them, and you can hit them. Just disrupting their pattern is really what you're trying to do at that point, and as soon as their pattern is disrupted, everything's disrupted. So that's normally what I like to do. but there's probably other methods. What do you have anything that you kind of like to do in that case?
Yeah, as a defense, I would just stay in the goal and look for when he wants to come in. Of course, the enemy support will make that better. That's why, like, your support's got to be battling it out.
Yeah.
And the runner has to decide, which is the more dangerous now. Should I help my support or should I help my defense? Or the runner can honestly also just chase.
Yeah. Always ways. But now we're into the next match. We've got everybody here finally. We didn't really make our predictions. We kind of made them a little bit earlier. I think we were both leaning red team here, but obviously, you never know.
There's always a chance.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna give them some pushback.
Yeah, no doubt.
Blue team,
Yeah.
not bad.
Well, blue team has won games against the team before. We've seen it on stream, so you never know. Astru coming away with it right away. Oh, too bad he landed on that platform there.
He didn't want to get hit by weapon throws.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because he's very damaged.
Yeah, he just dodged a little too far up. Yeah.
He should have thrown the weapon, but he should have done death throw and not get hit by it.
Sometimes it's easier said than done.
Yeah. Getting hit by just don't get hit.
Yeah, shitty. But here we go. Kevin, really nice downlight there to grab the ball. But Astru doing a really good job of keeping these two at bay. Honestly, it's I know Pentane having some trouble grabbing the ball, but Astru made a really nice play there. Now Pentane not able to get around Ichu, not taking our advice.
No, that was a stupid weapon throw, I think.
Oh yeah.
They were not in danger at all, but now they are. Stylican is waiting for a pass for no reason at all. Just leaving them to a 2v3.
That was a breakdown. That was just a complete breakdown of kind of the entire team. What I'm already finding right now is happening a little bit through this game is that not only is it going for inoptimal moves and throwing their weapons too much or whatever, but the inoptimal moves they're going for, they're not even landing them, right? Just like that is another example. If you're gonna go for the recovery, hit someone. But here we go, 2-on-1.
That was a useless pass.
Oh,
no, and
nobody...
one of them should attack Hitchu. They're both unarmed.
Yeah.
One of them has the ball. One of them has.
They were trying to double run it, and there's yeah,
this
and
is
so
gonna be a fast game. They're making too many mistakes.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's important that we kind of explain, what happened there with Hishu is that you hire Hitchu, however you say it. There's two people who, one of them was obviously waiting for the other one to get hit and drop it so he could grab it. The issue with that is that when you have a runner moving the way that runner was moving, you don't know where he's going to get hit. They ended up getting hit in the same spot. They didn't score. Now, obviously, we missed a blue goal. Good for blue, but here you go. Kevin. Not. Wow.
Hitchu's holding back Pentane, which is just a good play as a defender to keep one of them back, so the team has an easier job of attacking.
Yeah, no, big time. Kevin.
And now Pentane's damage, which is very bad for blue team.
Oh! What a grab.
Hitchu overcommit? No.
Yeah.
Overcommit, triple commit.
And Pentane almost had a break there, but he jumped instead of running. I think he thought he was going to get hit. It was tough. It's tough. Now Pentane's just probably gonna look to reset here. Yeah.
Bob takes the opportunity to reset as well.
And I'm surprised Silekin didn't grab his weapon there. He had a lot of time by himself. I think those are the small details that I think you see the red team do that the blue team so far hasn't been. And it's really what puts them ahead. Kevin. Able to get in pretty easily.
Now blue team is very damaged. Red should definitely use that opportunity. Kevin's just waiting.
Oh, he's just gonna go in now. Yeah, absolutely. And there it is.
Yeah. You see, now, even now that Kevin lost the ball a lot of times, he had two supporters on his side, so...
Yeah, and they were so damaged that, nobody could grab the ball. Even when they hit it, they'd get hit. They'd be so far away from the ball. It was just... Yeah, it was perfect for the red team here, and... nice grab. I see that they changed. They're going double runner here. I can't say it's a terrible idea when you're down 4-1. You gotta try something new. Let's see if it works out for them.
Kevin is just a beast. Almost goes there just on full defense.
Yeah, no. Big time.
But also Kevin is very damaged now as well, so he can't be that aggressive anymore. Or he has to be extra aggressive and die soon.
And it's funny, what I'm seeing from the blue team here, this kind of change of pace, I'm kind of liking it. I think, obviously they're they got reversed. They didn't have it there, but they got it down to kind of like a 3v2 at that point. What they're doing very well is playing off each other as runners. I don't know if that's a style that they're going to want to try to play all of next game, but I think it's something that it could be a strength of theirs. It could be kind of like an ace they pull out when they need it. But ooh, that was a big miss by Ashu, and there it is, 5-1. So, where would you start with making game adjustments if you're the red team or if you're the blue team here, I guess?
There were so many mistakes. Lots of unnecessary passes and stuff. Sometimes you shouldn't stick to your role that much. When you grab the ball and you're in front of your runner, just run. Just take the ball and run. There's no reason to give it to them. Time matters a lot. You need to be speedy. And just honestly play the positions better, and something that's very hard to fix on this short time notice, don't get slapped in mid-play.
Yeah.
Which is just Red's strong suit. They're good stock players, and Kevin's just a beast as a runner. So they're gonna get damaged very soon, and Red is gonna prioritize on that. Maybe think about when you want to reset, but they already did a good job on that. Yeah, it's just a hard matchup.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. I think, when you're looking at a game where you just lost 5-1, and it's not only that you lost by that score, but you kind of got dominated in time of possession and hits and whatever, you want to swing for the fences a little bit. And, whatever that means, whether it's you play way more defensive, you play double runner, you try something more aggressive, you try new characters, whatever it is, doing the same thing that you just tried isn't going to work. What I would recommend if I were them, what we saw was such a big issue, is whenever they would get a stop, they couldn't capitalize on it. If it were me, I would start putting 2 people on Hishu. I would hope that the runner, put some trust in him, find a way to go one-on-one with the runner, try to double that defense, see if you can get some cheeky goals early, see if that gives you momentum. That's me. Let's see what they end up doing.
Oh, now Stardican was running instead of Pentang. Let's see how Pentang can do defense.
Oh! Jeez!
Very nice moves here. I must say I was kind of more focused on the mid play there, because Astra and Pentang just didn't manage to get past. That's the kind of thing that just happened in Open World. You'll see you just a runner completely outplay the enemy defense.
Yeah, those are always the funniest. What's always, I feel like runners too, it's so easy to get credit when you make a really nice play. So those highlight packages we see so often, the runners dominate them, and that's the kind of reason why. Stylican, not quite able to get around the second time, but Blue
has to waste time now. But there's Bob.
Nice throw.
Yeah, good throw. Stylican has to keep the ball there. Now they're under pressure again. The damage, they have 2 unarmed. Red is under pressure. Don't throw this. Very difficult situation here.
Now, nobody
down the turrets.
I'm gonna say not many people have a weapon. Hishu manages to avoid that. Wow, almost. He 1v3'd for a while. Get on him. Not
that should have been a sooner goal for Blue, to be honest. They hesitated with throwing their weapon away, which should not happen. Oh,
wow!
Good recovery. Nice, yeah, and it's immediately a goal.
Wow. And see, this is what I mean, right? You make a drastic change, they switch positions, and they switch legends. I'm not saying it's gonna win the tournament. I'm saying it's clearly thrown Red off, and they're gonna have to make adjustments just like that.
But I think Hitchu and Kevin, they are such good brawl players. Bob is just kind of the muscle, goes in and hits them.
Yeah, such a
they're gonna adapt.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's you're starting to see it here. Like, you already see them, they're starting to play a little bit more back. Bob is waiting until Kevin is fully in, because they're realizing they can't let Hishu keep 1v2 and 1v3ing. It's as good as he is, that's not gonna work out. So interesting. Yeah, little stylistic change here.
Actually, what are you doing?
They should have. I agree entirely. That would have been the time to do it. But
in a 1v3 scenario, you absolutely gotta use your advantage of the 1v3.
Yeah.
There's no reason why Astra should wait there. Oh,
really nice defense coming out there. At a certain point, they had to throw that. Oh wow! No way.
Oh, man, they
What was
managed.
that?
Wow. Good
That is
defense.
crazy. Yeah, that's
What?
they deserve that goal. They deserve that goal. Christ.
That was honestly a good switch up. Starlican
Yeah.
is doing way better as a runner right now. He's just scoring on them without any support whatsoever.
Yeah, and what I really like about what Stylican's doing as a runner is he's staying right behind Bob. Every time Bob makes a move, he runs in, grabs the ball, and leaves. I think that's, again, a stylistic change in runner that's just really working out for them.
Now that doesn't work so easily on Hitchu all the time. Hitchu's a smart player.
Yeah. Yeah, but Bob's an idiot, so. Here we go. Kevin. Try to get around. Not able to do it.
Very good try of scoring it. They have to get the ball out somehow.
Yeah.
This is a good reset. Yeah,
great.
Exactly.
Very
Now
smart.
Red team is damaged. What was it?
Yeah.
They have to capitalize. Oh, through the mid. Go, 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 go.
Oh no, he
no.
went too far. He went too far.
No, blue team attacked at the same time.
Yeah. No, the runner stayed too far in the goal, I meant. If he would have stayed at the front of it, he wouldn't have been able to get hit.
Or just stay within your supporters as well so you can't get hit.
Well, in your supporters, bro, this is a PG stream. Come on. Alright, here's Kev. Not able to get around style again. And so much of what I'm also seeing right now is at mid runners just running into each other. I think it's showing, kind of how balanced the mid play has been. And if you can stay balanced with, if you can stay balanced with the red team at mid, it says good things for you. Switch headsets again.
Oh, good throw. Starlican might be able to catch this ball. Astro's with the support. Oh, go in now. Oh no, Astro fell down. He could have stopped the bob. Ah, big misplay. So what's happening now? Red team is kind of damaged, but Kevin's just running in. Gets a good reset. The dangerous counter play as a passer, but Astro doesn't catch the ball. That play? Why is he throwing away the ball like that? Maybe by mistake? Okay, good reset. Oh, what a dodge, Astro! Just perfectly dodged the rack side seat.
We kind of have now back-to-back blowout games that we've just seen. Now it's hard to go into the third game with a favorite when you've seen both of them can dominate at such a high level. They just switch their game plan so much. Now, does Red have a gear that they can kick or another game plan or another style that they can use to counter what the blue team did?
You're sounding a bit more quiet. Has anything changed?
Yeah, I had to switch headsets. My headset died again. So
Okay.
okay, I'll try to yell. Can you guys still hear me at least a little bit?
Well, I can clearly hear you.
Okay, good.
Can we get chat feedback?
And worst case, it's 5 minutes, 30 minutes charge on that bad boy.
Alright, now we're back into the second game. It's 1-1 currently. Blue with a good comeback by changing up the runner. Changing up the team comp. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen in the third game? Will Red Team adapt?
Man, if we're going based off of history, I have to say yes. I have to think the Red Team's going to find a way. But I'm not confident, but I'm still going to stick with my initial prediction. I'm going to go, let's say, a 5-3 win for the Red Team.
I'm honestly not sure. I have to think about it. I really don't want to give off something I'm not certain about.
Wait for the first two goals and then make a decision.
I think Blue could still win. And this is best of 3, even in the finals now. So, this is the set deciding match. Or recovery, unarmed is always dangerous. Now, Penten has to hold them both back. Rack 6, of course, now.
Well done. Well done.
Now Astro has to wait for his team somehow. All reset, yes, very good choice.
Yeah, not a
They
bad
were
idea.
very damaged. Now Astro has to kind of hold up the pressure. Defend the pressure from red team. Which I think they managed to do, yes. And now go for the counterplay. Very good. Pressure on red. Bob is not there. Astro is holding up with Bob, which is a good decision on Astro's side, but not on Bob's side. He should be back and defending.
Wow.
Astro's still in there. Starkin didn't see that coming. He's
Yeah, they
back
have
in,
no
trying to
weapons.
disrupt them.
But they're wow, nice double runner. They switched that ball 4 different times, but just not able to finish it up there. Yeah. Grabs the ball back. Not able to.
Oh, nice grab by Starkin. Good defense as well. That was a quick and nasty play by Kevin. Just a sidelight on the top of the pillar to get ball possession again. Very good. Sidelights always come unexpected for me, at least.
What was the quote I used again? Very something that croissant scammed the hell out of in those streams. Do you remember? Very well.
Oh, I remember what you mean, but I don't remember. Very good dodge by Pentane, just doing exactly what you said about Starkin, like staying behind Bob and dodged in the right moment.
Yeah, it's a nice
That's
play.
the defense.
You know, from Bob there, you know, you look at a downlight, might have been the better option when the guy was behind him, but it's also so easy when you're fast to have that one-track mind.
Eli on lands is crazy. People should use it more often. Whenever I play against a good land, Eli just pisses them off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's one of the best you can get. Kevin, not quite able to get around. You've seen a 1-1 game coming out here. Pretty even back and forth so far. You're getting to that 3-4. Oh, wow, almost getting the 4-minute mark in this game, and still got it at 1-1.
Pumpkin doesn't want to lose the ball, which is a good play. They're all unarmed. He's waiting for the weapon respawns.
You just
His
want
team
them
just reset, so they have an advantage now. Weapons respawned. Now they put on pressure.
Yeah. But now we're
But that's a bad time for resetting. Now Kevin stalled a lot of time, but they're gonna, and they're all back. I think Blue missed its time. Oh no! Pentane gets a good clear. Nice. Yeah, that was a bit more dangerous time for a reset on red team's side.
the timing was off, but you know the booms they used, they handled it perfectly, so it worked out. Nice last second save there. Kevin's never gonna be thinking about that. Wow. And what they're doing so well is pack the pillar. They're not letting red get in because red is so well. Aside from there, they weren't letting red get in. Red is so dangerous when they get into your goal. I think their style has been, you know, stop them with the pillar, stop them before. You gotta teach these here.
I think that's always the best play. Just don't let the supporters get in at all. Hunter can get in all he likes. As long as the supporters do all in defense, that's fine. But Kevin got pushed away from the play, and everything's happening so fast in Brawl.
Yeah.
The tiniest distances of getting like thrown away, just like punched away by a single hit, matter so much.
Yeah.
No, that's Hichu's dead. They get a good triple commit here. Ah, that was a bad dodge. The one thing Stylican has to do here is keep possession, so his team can build up pressure, hit them, and he can go in after them. That is not the time to outplay them. Why is Ashley going for that? He wants to reset as well?
Yeah, it must
Oh,
be.
reset. Oh, nice pass. Astro Pentane, they're just going in. Good dodge, but it wasn't enough. Astro alone in defense now, but he managed to just get one hit, and that's enough.
That would have been another instance with Lance Eli would have been really good. Right to the other stage. Wow, it doesn't matter. They scored anyway, so forget it. Forget it. Nice goal.
Oopsie.
Now it's 3-2. My 5-3 prediction's not looking so bad. Wow. 3 people were covering Stylican was not able to find any juice around that. What you'd really like to see there is some laziness coming out. Just, even if you don't hit them, just create some space. Stylican doesn't have a weapon.
Good side seat by Astrum. Pentane didn't manage to pick up the ball.
Side seat by Astrum, they do manage to do it.
Ah, Hitchu is such a tough defense. Now that was a good play by Astro, throwing the ball up and guiding Hitchu towards that. So support knows where Hitchu goes and hits him, but he just got one slight frame hit, and it was enough. Oh, good clear by Stylican. Good triple commit, but it wasn't enough again. Blue gets ball possession. Hitchu doesn't have a weapon. This is the time to go in, but
no, what you're seeing from red, they're attacking in so many different angles. You know, and here you're seeing again, but from above, from below, from the side, it doesn't matter. They know the move to do. Oh, Stylican gets right. Let's right by them.
Oh, very good.
Well done. 3-3 game.
Bob should have not used chase dodge because you can't worry about your own health there. You have to stay and use D-Light or something. Maybe it would have stalled it out a bit longer, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, my thought was gravity. It's easy to say, obviously, from my couch here, but I think that was a play in the moment. There you go. Wow, that worked. All the way.
Now Bob is out of the play again. Here I would grab the new weapons so they can't, but Bob just goes back, does a safe play, good call.
And here we go. Wow,
nice!
No, wait,
what a goal! They managed to hit them once, and that's enough. Again, all red team is damaged though.
Yeah, there it is. Somebody had to reset there. Smart play.
Now put on the pressure, Blue. I believe in you. Oh, what they...
Yeah, I think the issue here now, you got a damage deficit for blue. This is where red thrives, right? So you're gonna look at a counterattack here. I don't know if blue's gonna have the juice to stop it. We're gonna find out right now. That's impressive. Actually, nice play here.
Nice run.
Oh, there it is. Nice counter. That was wow. Even with the damage deficit, they came in. Wow. Really impressive play. Got a 4-3 game now. We only got 35 seconds left. But you can't let blue cannot just sit. Gotta just defend. They're gonna get overpowered. They have to keep attacking the front of the game.
You have to be safe. Like I would not trip. Yeah.
Well, true. That's true. But you know, play a balanced game, I should say. Yep. Now is where you want to get a little defensive, right? You want to drop down. I don't think there's enough time. You want to drop down there, throw them down. Yeah,
throw another map.
3, 2, 1.
Or they can just not win and do that, or not score and do that.
Blue team wins.
There it is.
I can't believe we were both wrong.
Yeah. After the first game, I felt so confident.
Yeah, but they switched it up. It was exactly the right call.
Yeah.
Way better team decomposition by blue. Just adapting. That counts. That matters.
Perfect example of why damage doesn't always matter in a game. You know, you have 21 and 2200 damage respectively from the red team, and 19 and 16 from blue, and it doesn't matter. They find a way. They score. I think they're running. It's hard to outrun Kevin. I think the blue team managed with a double runner strategy sometimes to just find slippery ways that the red team couldn't do it. So really impressive showing overall. I think you've got losers. I think obviously now losers finals are gonna come up here. I think we're probably gonna see this match in the finals again in the grand finals.
I think Red's issue here, I don't want to blame anyone, but Bob was not part of many plays. He was kind of walking, like he had to run towards a play every time before getting hit out again. It's really hard for him to actually get in and hit them all the way, which is his strong suit. Just, go in and hit them all while they are distracted with something. And he didn't get so many opportunities to do that here. Blue did a really good job of just looking out for that.
Yeah. No, big time. I think I agree. I think, I think where, he did well was he did have a lot of nice plays at mid. The issue is when he got into his own goal and he got into the other goal, it's like they overwhelmed him. And I don't know if that was a strategy of putting 2 people on the support, right? We had talked about put 2 people on somebody and trust your runner. Maybe that's what they did. Maybe that's what they did to Bob. But, it's kind of his responsibility now to figure out that's what's happening, change the game style. I think that's what they're likely going to try in the finals. You got to imagine they're going to switch something up. Oh, that play was... Yeah. I'm just like marveling at the highlights at this point. Poor Astro left alone there. Whopper. Whopper. Whopper? Whopper. Was that a team name? How do you say that? Whooper? Yeah, I'm still curious. Whooper. Yeah, okay.
So now, Spider had to go. His excuses because of the long wait. But the tournament started 3 p.m. That's only 3 hours ago. You should definitely expect that.
Yeah.
Tournament can take 4 to 5 hours easily. And I even did best of 3 in the finals because that usually takes forever.
So,
And it gets on the nerves as well. Like when you run in a tournament in the finals, it just takes a toll on you, right? You have to be consistent and be there all the time, and at some point it's just very hard. So I think the best of 3 is a better call here. I don't know why Spider didn't account for at least 4 hours of tournament play, but he's gonna get subbed. So when
again? No, is this live? No, it's not. Okay, sorry.
now you're really quiet, Tyler.
Oh yeah, hold on. I can switch back. Give me a second.
What's gonna happen is the money they win, the Spider's money is gonna be split between him and his sub, and the other 2 are just gonna get their regular money.
All right, this should be a little better.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So either way, what's the status on the next match? So Spider left. Do they have a sub? Do they have to forfeit? What's going on?
I'm gonna ask Errol just now. So Errol asked me if subbing is allowed. It is, even.
I'm in. I'm ready. Yep.
Okay. Even.
I'm.
Okay,
some people don't. Some people don't know this. I was named the #1 EU runner. This is a true story. During one of the power rankings. So, letting you guys know, those were always very reliable.
I was never called. I was never named the #1 runner in the EU, was I?
Jim beat you. You were #2. Yeah. Times. Those were good names.
Now I'm playing with Jim in my team, and he's actually running.
There you go.
Because I'm the better defender.
And the better runner. Man, look at that.
No. Jim's been doing a great job running. He's been doing some stuff I couldn't have done. Definitely.
Man,
Cube is in the
look at
lobby
that.
as well. I'd like for the sub
Alright.
to be someone who
I'm in.
didn't participate in the tournament.
I basically didn't. So.
Okay, Errol, Kevin, everyone, tournament, help us. What do you think we should do?
Bang, 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 bang. Oh yeah, I'm in Brawl League. Yo, why have they... Yo, cool. I always forget.
That you're in the Brawl League clan?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they
like...
forget as well, I think.
So funny. Every time I get online, I'm like, what is this clan? Yeah. Good times.
Stay in it, please.
Yeah, no, I got you. Well, you know why I was put in the Brawley clan was so that I would, I was supposed to commentate their Brawl Ball tournament, and then it didn't end up being on stream, and then I just stayed.
I remember, I was there.
Yeah. Good times.
Hera. Who is, Ottman subs. Ottman Otman already played.
Yeah, he also already
So
played.
I don't want to veto this. Our style, how would you handle this?
Man.
Astro says go. Okay.
There's gotta be... Yeah, I mean, who cares, I guess, if they already played.
Otman was Othman lost before he gained any money, before he won any money, so I think it's fine.
Yeah.
If he had gotten to prize position, I think it would have been a bit different.
Yeah, a little different for sure. Am I allowed?
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. I allow it.
So nice. The dictator spoken, guys. And here we go.
Okay. Okay, so again, Cube's prize money will be split with Spider's prize money.
Beautiful.
Although, now, who's gonna run? Otman?
Gotta
Yeah,
be,
right?
right? Yeah, you would imagine. You'd imagine so.
3, 2, 1.
And here we go.
Ball.
Off to the start. Kevin. Oh, I gotta watch from the Discord again.
He gets a nice catch. Oh yeah, from the Discord. Right.
Yeah, I got it. Stay with me. And here we go. Kevin. Not able to get around the really good mid play of the blue team. What's right?
Yeah, Blue's already dominating in mid. Red team is quite damaged. Now they killed him, but they are not capitalizing on the kill.
No. Guys, we are seeing the beginning of the washing of the red team.
Otman doesn't wait for his support. Braveness still. That would have been a goal.
Yeah, no, big time.
No, Cuba's alone. Otman's there and gets the ball out. Nice, good defense.
That's exciting stuff. I've been ignoring my entire family during this tournament. I did answer a few messages, so...
Oh, Danzo has the ball out. Goes for the high pass. Otman catches it, but he's way too damaged for the play. Cube kind of stops them from getting the ball up, which is good defense, you know. They go for the pass plays again, but they go in unarmed. It's just not going to work 1v3 against this team. Now Cube is in a bad position again against Bob and Kevin, he can't do that. That was a bad play by Blue. Okay, they're all kind of scared, waiting at the mid pillar. Red wants to get possession.
Blue says hi to everybody. Nice.
Hello, father's mom.
Don't talk to my mom. Jeez.
Okay. Blue's putting up pressure now. Otman's he just keeps going in, and Danzo's following after. But they're not fast enough. I think they're just not fast enough. Danzo is not responding to Otman grabbing the ball, and Otman's not responding to Danzo's hitting them away. You can definitely see that they haven't played together in a bit. Oh, nice clear. Cube gets the ball. Very good play. But it's not enough rest. Red is fast enough. And puts pressure on Otman alone. Bob is there with the SIG. Triple commit. And he gets one hit. Danzo catches. Wow, very good. Otman just... one hit is enough, just hit the runner once, Danzo grabbed the ball, and now it's a completely different story again. Blue's attacking.
Very well job. That's what it was.
Very well job.
Very well job.
Indeed.
And there, speaking of very well job, 1-1.
Unarmed down airs. Oh. that matters. Blue's out of position. They don't really have a defender, and that's a bad play as well.
Classic.
Decent.
You were 3.5 minutes in. You're getting about a whole minute here. So it's a very, it seems like it's a much more balanced approach to this game. Nobody's going crazy. There's not a crazy amount of offense, defense, whatever. It looks very balanced. And you know, as I start speaking, another goal happens, and I'm gonna shut up. So, go.
I mean, I think Blue caught up on their starting mistakes, but I don't think it's going to be enough. You see, Kevin almost completely outplayed them again. Otman and Danzo are just not synced up. They go for risky plays in the defense, which is just a no-go. You can't do that. You got to play safe. It's the only job as defense. Get consistent hits and that.
Oh, looking to end the game. Not quite able to do it there, but nice movement. Oh, Bob overcommits at mid, but he's still able to get back. So nice little slide.
Nice fire down the field. Hotman is in the defense alone. That's order.
I mean,
everyone has a weapon. They don't have anyone.
Oh!
It doesn't matter either way because
Nice
Kevin
little-
just goes in and scores.
well, I will bug at that guy. All right. Well, you know, that's, you know, I mean, look, from what I think we're expecting the top two powerhouse teams of the tournament to be, it's going to be really hard for a team to beat either of them. But they got a goal. They had some momentum at certain points during the game. What possibly can this blue team do with a spare to try and make this game a little bit closer? I don't know the answer. Score? Just like score.
Yeah, honestly, wait for support. Play with Danzo more. And be better, I guess.
Get good is our groundbreaking.
Ottman is a good player, but you gotta get better for this team.
Yeah.
It,
Oh, big time.
it's a big
You know,
challenge. You gotta step up.
And the good news is they now have a game playing together. You know, is a game going to make up for the years that these other guys have played together? No, probably not. But, you know, at this point, I think it's about showing out, showing up, seeing what you can do. If you can win the game, fantastic. But if you can get 3 goals on them, right, go away with something to be proud of, because that is a hard thing to do on this team. I really want to see a more competitive game here. And I think, you know, again, kind of in any game that you might be a little... You know, maybe you're not the favorites, right? Maybe you're the underdog. In any game where you're the underdog, you gotta throw something out there they're not going to expect. I'm excited to see what they do. I just hope they don't do the exact same thing as the last game. Let's see. I need a drink again.
So,
Three,
no one
two,
has changed.
one,
Oh, wait,
brawl.
what? Kevin has picked a Ryan? What? Pichu is running. They're switching it up. Why are they doing that? They're dominating. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if they thought I was talking to them. I'm going to do something drastic, but...
My hypothesis is Kevin needs a break from running. At some point, you just want to get out and hit the ones that always hit you.
Big time. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe in the last round, they want to try some of this, right? Maybe they, you know, if they start losing again, maybe this is the next composition they try. It's not a bad idea to test it here when you feel a little bit more confident.
Good call. She was a very good runner. Like, good in every position.
Yeah.
So that's definitely no problem. The question is Kevin going to keep up with defense they previously had, or maybe he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to keep up with Pichu. He just has to keep up with the blue team. Can he manage that?
Yeah, and I mean, you know, to Kevin's credit, I have seen him do 1,000 damage in the game before, so I have faith. That's really what I'm saying.
look at Hichu dancing.
Wow.
Not a chance.
Just beauty. Just a beautiful goal. You know, whatever. I could do that too if I was better. So. Here we go. He's just not finding the proper ground, but wow. Yeah. You know, he waited. He was very patient there. You know, you see that out of probably the best runner of all time, Flexi. Very, you know, he's patient. So, yeah, nice goal. Yeah, and you know, it seems like nobody. You know what we spoke so well about. You know that Astro team, Pentane and Stylican. What we spoke so well about them was how they were able to kind of manipulate Bob's positioning against him. This team just isn't really doing that yet. It's hard when you don't know how each other plays, but you know, that's really what I'm noticing here. But hey, nice goal.
Yeah, I mean, Bob wanted to have a go at running as well. It didn't work out at all. Well, he wants to go again. Let's see how.
Yeah, why not? He always
He's
says every
definitely
tournament he wants to score a goal. Oh, jeez.
I think it's not working out. He's underestimating his opponents.
He just got caught in a spear string. So funny.
He's got a good team with him, so he might be able to score one.
Yeah, you gotta imagine. He's not a terrible runner. It's just
Yeah.
being okay is not good enough in this kind of game.
Stuck at the blue side.
Just enjoying this. I feel like the replays of this tournament should just be this 3-minute stretch here and nothing else. Oh man. There you go. 2 on 1. Nope, not able. This is great. That's so funny.
No, that might be a good opportunity. Danzadon is respawning. Otman is in Red's territory. They're going in. Oh, Kevin died tragically. Hichu is in their goal though, doing work.
Yeah, he's not being patient enough. The issue is, like, you could tell he just wanted to rush in and rush in. You know, the difference, you know, Kevin and Hishu, they really wait for the teammates to do the clearing. And there we go. Now, yeah, see, it's just, you gotta wait a little longer than 3 seconds.
It's not even just waiting for your teammates to go in. Obviously, that's a big part of it. But a lot of patience should also just be directed towards the enemy's movements. You have to see. Yeah, that was a nice try. You have to see and expect what they're doing and just, you know, wait for that attack and go around them.
Yeah.
That's how many goals are scored in top level.
Oh, if Kevin would have down sig there, he would have had all of them. But, you know, that's also kind of why Kevin's on a weapon right now, is trying to get a feel for it. Oh, there's the down sig. Yeah!
Completely.
He's Orion.
Kevin's work, but we'll give it to Bob. Now, please.
Bob's gonna keep running. Why not? Oh man, this is oh yeah, if he would have dodged there.
He's not a runner, and that's fine. Just work your position. You don't have to run.
Yeah, but you know.
But you could easily still throw this game.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, if I'm them, you know, if Kevin wants a break, I'm giving Hishu the opportunity to run here for sure.
Yeah, and that should be the way it goes.
Wow, he ran into every move at center. I'm not talking shit about the guy. Listen, he's really not a bad runner. It's just hard at this level to. Yeah, it's hard to run at this level.
Exactly.
That's really what it is.
There's also just so many little things you have to do as a runner than go in and score.
Yeah, and you know what you also got to realize too is, like, they're taking away their best support, so that makes the running even harder.
Shut down.
Let's see. Bob and Hishu kind of running together here.
Here's the ball. This could be a big opportunity.
Oh wow. They all have
Someone has
weapons.
to throw away the weapons.
There it is. It's funny. All right. Well, we got, potentially one goal left of this set. Blue team could score. You don't know. If I'm the blue team, because we're focused so much on Bob's running here. If I'm the blue team, I'm really trying to pick on Kevin here. He's probably, not to say weak link, but he's the one who doesn't have the experience. He's going to be a little rusty on the weapon. Take him out of the game entirely, right? Have somebody kind of stick to him, and then trust your runner to beat their runner. That's how I would play it, but we'll see what they do. Instead, Kevin's gonna just say fuck this and end it. Sorry, language. But probably the way to go here.
I mean, even with Bob running, in the end, red team was just had the better players, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely, and more team synergy and experience. It's hard. It's hard to make up for it, but hey, Kevin did the most damage. Credit.
Wait.
Go too.
Oh, okay. It might have
yeah.
also been a mental move. Bob wanted to destroy the enemy team's mental by just starting to run, and they were confused and didn't know what to do.
Yeah, that was really needed in a set like this, is to destroy their mental too. Their runner left, and they're like, no, that's not enough.
I mean, you could have just
So.
ended like 3 minutes earlier, but why
Yeah.
do that if you can destroy the mental?
Yeah,
I mean,
agree entirely.
well played by blue team. That's a safe 80 euros.
Yeah. Well done, guys. And now we kind of start looking into the grand finals here, and we go back to the set where I think we were a little bit surprised the first time. I don't think we're going to be surprised by anything that happens here. At this point, we've seen that team can win. We've seen that the Astro Stylican team can win. We've also seen, obviously, in the past that Bob Heeshu's team can win. So I'm just looking forward to a good finals here. And before that, I'm gonna pee. Just letting everyone know.
Gotta go get something as well.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna take a quick couple-minute break here, and we'll be right back.
Production, can you mute us? So we. Yes.
Yeah. What's popping?
Good luck,
I did.
Astro.
I
You
did
can
win.
do it.
Oh, fuck that guy. So glad he's gone. All right. So, you just heard from the eventual loser of the tournament, Astro. Now we get to go watch the finals between that team, between the teams that we were watching before. Kevin, the Kevin Bob Hichu team historically, obviously, is the team that has kind of dominated in these moments before, in these tournaments before. That certainly does not mean they're going to do it this time, as we saw them for one of the first times I've ever seen get knocked into the losers bracket. So I'm really excited to watch this game. What are you expecting to see?
I mean, a bracket reset could honestly happen, but it could also not. I'm not sure who's gonna come out on top here.
Yeah.
It all
Yeah.
comes down to Reds adapting to Blue's switch up in the runner, right?
Oh, no, big time. And what's I think important to note as well is, we've we've been here since, Eastern time. I don't know about your time, but we've been here since whatever 9, 10 in the morning, whatever it's been for you guys, 2, 3 o'clock, whatever. We've been here for a few hours now, and the entire time my girlfriend's been yelling at me. So I'm excited to get off just so I can stop that. So let's go Astro's team. That's who I'm
If you ever
predicting.
have to get off, I'm sure I can organize another caster.
Yeah, it's cool. Let her yell, I hope she doesn't watch this. It's funny, my family saw this one time. They heard me back when I lived at home. Oh god, this would have been 4 years ago now. They heard me casting, and they must have heard me say Brawl Ball or something, and then they found the R Style stream and watched me do it. There's a bunch of psychopaths,
Nice.
bro. Nah,
I mean,
nice.
I would do that as well. I would watch my family do stuff.
So weird, dude. But yeah. So anyway, who are we waiting on now? We're waiting on Pentane again. Gonna
How
kill
long
this
do you
guy.
think we should wait? 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 seconds. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, we'll give him.
It's always fucking Pentane, man.
Yeah. Classic. Well, let's read the chat. I haven't read the chat in a long time. I don't know if anyone's still here. There's still 16 people. Yeah, what's good?
Right, we should interact with chat a bit. I
Yeah.
don't have 2 monitors anymore, so I don't see it all the time.
Yeah, you wanna know what sucks? I brought 3 monitors with me to the Philippines, like my computer and then 2 monitors because I needed it for my work, and then I accidentally left one over there. Cool. It's only like $500. It's all good.
I just started the timer for 5 minutes.
Cool. So, either way.
So, do you think we'll see a switch up on the red team side from their composition?
I think what we're gonna see is they're gonna try to do the same old the first game. If they win, they're gonna stick with it. If they lose, I think that's when we might see a bit of a transition into Hishu running, kind of seeing the difference there, seeing if that works. What's also even more important is that in the chat right now, we have Dirk, also known as Derek apparently, asking for the #1 EU runner and best word player in the world. Yes, Dirk, that is me. You are correct. Hello. Anyway, go ahead, Ike. What are you expecting to see from this last game? Do you feel like the red team is going to make an adjustment? Or are we just going to see the same thing?
I'm not sure if they're in voice chats. So, I think it might be possible that we see a switch up in the first game after the first couple of goals if it goes bad. But they're definitely gonna go for the normal team composition at the start. I couldn't imagine them going for a different team composition.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You don't really want to mess with what's new. Like, look, at the end of the day, you lost 2 games, and you won one as well. It's not even like you lost, all the games. So I think Yeah, it's always going to be jarring to get knocked down into the losers, but you just can't panic right away. Now, obviously, if they lose the first game, then they're only one game away from being eliminated. That's when you throw your Hail Marys out, right? That's when you try. Look, let Hishu run, or switch characters, or something. Do something different. But for now, this team has historically shown that they're the team to beat. I think they stick with what works. That's just my prediction. Now, what could be good news for them? If Pentane doesn't show up. They will, by default, be crowned the champions, or maybe they'll get a spare. I guess the other team would just get a spare, I suppose. That'd make more sense.
Pentane is back. He just texted.
Oh, nice.
Pick.
Nice. And there we go. Our boy is locked in. We've got the two teams.
Ready.
Exciting stuff. Here we go.
Here go.
Imagine if Bob wasn't here now.
I mean, it's their own fault. They have 45 seconds at the start of the match to signify that they can't play. I'm actually gonna start the timer here just to be sure.
Yeah, smart.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
And off we go. Kevin,
Good start running past all of them. No support though. Just
wow.
Past the defense.
Okay.
Easy first goal. Yeah, we're gonna stick to this. Or maybe just Blue got caught surprise. Zylican wants to do exactly the same. Can't.
And here we go now, Kevin. Oh,
what? Astro, that was bad. Like,
listen. I don't think I should be allowed to comment on that, but we all saw what we saw. We all. Now,
big
Zylican. Yikes. Yeah, this blue team.
Are they drunk?
That's where Pentane went. He was buying the alcohol.
that just happens sometimes. Sometimes you're not in the game. You have to get back.
For sure.
We'll see if Red will allow them to warm up.
Yeah, because this is the red team really seems hyper focused right now. Hishu's gonna recover there. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him. You know, it's funny. You know, I'm like you're sometimes able to predict what Hishu's gonna do, and the reason for that is, like we said earlier, sometimes you keep it stupid simple. That's what you need to do. Okay, sometimes the best play is the first one that comes through. Zylican not quite able to run it there, but it's okay. He got bailed out by Astru able to get around Hishu. Wow, nice dodge to get through Hishu again. Ashu's kind of swerving, but the support not really helping him out there. Here comes Bob's elite running. Bob's elite running gets stuck. And guys.
A big opportunity. Pentane sees in the wrong direction. Now Zylican. Okay.
I don't think they had to reset.
Yeah, he just likes this play. Kevin wants to. He saw his genius play and he follows him.
Yeah, I mean it.
Well, this might
it's working out. Wow,
yeah.
no way. Okay.
And it worked.
You know, you gotta. Yeah, you gotta admire blue team for never giving up on a play. Get on them. Here we go.
Very good dodge past the axe recovery, but it's not enough. His support is not there. Astro's defense somehow.
Oh, he didn't dodge.
Doesn't dodge. Wow.
Wow.
They're caught. Can Astro keep them in there? No, it's too late. And he's alone again. His team is not there.
Yeah. There's just no defense being played. Yeah. The thing is, they're losing the mid battle and they're losing the battle on their own end. We haven't even seen what they're like when they get down to the red end. We've barely seen it. You really got to see something here. Zylican not able to get around Hishu. And this is already looking bad again. But Kevin doesn't trust his teammates. Makes an extra jump there. And Astru takes the opportunity to get the ball out.
This is such a big thing. You gotta trust your teammates.
Yeah, big time.
You have no other choice, really.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the game could have been over, but it's okay. They're still in a good position, obviously. They're up 4-0. And Zylican, nice clear, though.
Very nice.
Wow. And there's some life.
Maybe they heard the wake-up call, and now they actually start playing. Keep in mind that blue team had to wait during the whole time that red team kept playing, so they might be a bit cold.
Yeah, big time. And let's see what they can do. Stylican, really nice job getting around the two of them, but I don't think you should be going in alone here, and that's what's gonna happen, right? They bunch up, they go in alone, and you know, this is what happens when you go against my advice, guys.
I feel like that was Astro's mistake again. Because Stylican did a good job of running around them, but Astro just... He didn't wait behind him, and he didn't hit them. So either you go in front of him and hit them, which he couldn't do, so just stay behind and wait for Stylican to lose the ball to grab it. But he just stepped up with them, so both get hits, and it's immediately a goal.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Is the support and defense both really had a part to play there. Neither of them were really in the right position that they should have been, and you know, it shows what happens. But you know, it's one goal out of the game. That's not the play that lost them the game. At the end of the day, they were really cold. They just didn't seem like themselves that game. And so this game, I'm expecting. You know, it seems like they readied up quickly. They don't want time. They want to rush back at it. I would suspect this game is going to be a little closer. Well, maybe. Okay. Definitely a nice save. Kevin not able to get around Pentane. Pentane kind of shadowing Kevin so far is what you're seeing. Everywhere Kevin goes, Pentane's gone. Curious to see if that's a style choice or just a coincidence for now. Kevin.
Not doing the best as defender. To be quite honest. He's going for two risky options, not hitting the runner, but hitting support. Does nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely the worst Orion player that has ass in his name. No doubt. Here we go.
Yeah,
Stylican
nice,
now.
clear.
Yeah, very well done there. Yeah, you know, what you're seeing with Stylican is he does, you know, he grants you this movement that I think people maybe aren't completely used to. I think piggybacking off that style for a while is going to be their best way to win here. Kevin, though, easy goal. Just...
I mean, that just sometimes happens. Stylican had the wrong read on him.
Yeah. And here we go. Stylican. Just...
He's getting hit by Bob. Now they have to get out somehow.
Yeah.
Contain, stay in. Whoa. He just barely misses the mid pillar, which could have been a great breakaway. Why doesn't he pick up the ball? Yeah, good throw out.
Here we go.
See, the runner in defense is also... I'd say... I don't want to say most important part, but it's definitely very, very important that you have someone who can actually pick up the ball and get it out. Because if you hit them and they can come back, you did it for nothing. But as I'm speaking, they just score with a great defense, good DC by Pentane.
Well, you know, what's nice to see that it's 2-2. The last game, there wasn't any goals by this team, so clearly they're starting to wake up a little bit. If they can cut down the mistakes, we can see them win again, but that's another issue, right? They keep making the mistakes, they keep bunching up, they really have to get back to playing the way that they were before.
I think the surprise that Stylican is a way better runner has kind of played it out, and Red is prepared for that now.
Ooh, that should have been a down air. Yeah, a down air, a neutral air, sorry. Yeah,
I would have said neutral air as well. It's difficult there.
And here we go. Kevin looking to put the first set away and reset the bracket. Not able to do it though. Nice grab by Stylican. As obviously blue team's gonna get desperate here. They don't want this bracket to reset. You know, they need 3 goals. Let's see what's gonna happen. But you know, the last thing you want to do is have such a convincing set last round just for it to be reset immediately. Kev can try to go above
the reset. Nothing.
No, of course. You know, and that's the thing is, you know, you just don't have an advantage anymore. And now you're back at 50-50.
Red team on the push, but they are all very damaged. What's gonna happen now? I say we're gonna get a goal soon, either for blue or for red.
Oh,
nice.
Could be.
Blue gets a breakaway.
Oh wow, they blocked all the weapons and asked
you.
Too bad he got caught on the pillar. Yeah.
Grab the weapons. Oh, Red has grabbed the weapons.
Oh, that should be an easy goal. Oh, but he missed the ball. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to. That's too bad. Kevin ran by the ball. If Kevin didn't run by the ball, that would have been the end of the game. Now you've got a bit of a reset on both teams here, but two of the red members are still really damaged. This is where the blue team want to capitalize. But you gotta get rid of them first. I think what the red team's gonna look to do, not that, I think they're gonna look to reset in a second here. Yeah, there's Bob. Ishu's gonna do it now.
That was tragic. What blue team needs?
Oh, wow.
Oh, and
All right.
well done.
Red
Reset.
team wins.
a lot of misplays by blue team.
Yeah. Yeah, not to take anything away from the red team, who obviously played very well, but this really wasn't an instance of, wow, red team did amazing. So much of what we saw was just mistake after mistake by this blue team, and that's very unlike what we saw last round. What do you think changed from the last time we saw this team till now?
Maybe. I'm not sure. It might be that they're just cold. Do you remember? Did he make so many mistakes in the last set?
Not
Really
that I
won.
remember, and as Astro Hater #1, I feel like I would have remembered.
A tournament just goes on for a long time, and your quality of play changes over time because you get worn down. That sometimes just happens, and in the end, the one who can keep up the quality of play wins, I guess.
Yeah, big time. No, you're exactly right. That's the truth, and it's keeping your composure throughout such a long tournament is definitely underrated quality. And what we see so often is sometimes, these loser bracket resets happen so often because once you get there, you get one team who has the advantage of also being really fresh, but that advantage is also kind of it can be a curse because you sit there, you get cold. This tournament's been a long time. Your body gets tired and thinks it's over. The adrenaline starts to fade. And this new team comes in and they're ready to go, right? Like anybody who watches sports, whether it's soccer, football, hockey, whatever you watch, this is always why they say we don't want to rest our players. And this is kind of the reason why. It's a little cold. So I mentioned it to see if they can come back from this. The bracket is about to be reset. I'm treating this like it's a brand new, like it's a totally new set. Those last two games didn't happen. Here we go.
Okay,
Loki.
Astro is switching to Loki, which is honestly, I think, a good call. Astro has done quite well with the Loki in custom lobbies. It's just a nasty pick.
3, 2,
Yeah, Loki's
1,
just crazy
brawl.
good. And if he can use the site to his advantage to kind of take one of Ishu or Bob out of the play, or even Kevin for an extended period of time, that's really going to open up the floor for Stylikin. But so far, oh, wow.
He did manage to get the defense. Well done by Pentang. Kind of an unnecessary pass there. I don't know. It's gonna change. You're still all in mid now, just that one of you doesn't have a weapon anymore. But it doesn't matter for Stylikin. I think he woke up just now.
And here we go. Like we said, I love how everybody has an L next to them on the driver. I love that. They're all losers to us. Oh yeah.
Because they're all in the losing bracket now.
Yeah. Here we go. Wow, Stylikin really going in. Pentane, beautiful hit, but just.
That's a good follow-up. Pentane needs to be quick with the support. He doesn't get in. And it's absolutely friend again. But he's much more comfortable on the Katars than with the land. Did you see that? Why does he grab the ball there? Pentane's back. His runner is back. There's no need.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's just the play kind of fell apart in their own. What's really cool to see is that this blue team has come out, they've made an adjustment, and just like last time when they made an adjustment, this one's working out for them. The adaptability that we're seeing from them, it's paying off dividends. Sorry, I was reading a message, but that's a third goal. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean, look, the red team's not out of this. Obviously, it's only 2 minutes in. You don't want to be down 3-0. But what we just saw was an adaptation. There you go, right? Yeah, you both got to start adapting. They were. Yeah, it's just, again, what we're seeing so much, it's not like, oh, wow, red team good. It's really blue team mistakes. And they cut down on the mistakes. They're showing they can win this. They're making too many. And that's the thing. The red team doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Don't highlight there.
You
know better.
Gotta end light there. No doubt.
Keep back Bob, and if you can do that, I think it's going to be much easier for Starter can maintain to score against Hitcher and Heaven without Bob. Yeah. Bob is really the one who has cut back maintain in the...
No, I think, oh, you know, oh, there we go. I think what's cool, you know, what's really cool about Loki, it's not just the SIGs. Again, you have this really cool weapon kit where you have a scythe, which can completely alter the state of a game. I would love to see at some point Astro start using that scythe, using it for combos with his teammates, but also just using it so that he can kind of keep certain people at bay, whoever's giving them difficulty. I'm just not seeing a lot of utilization of that weapon so far, but we'll see what happens. Kev not able to score, and now it's a 2-on-1, and wow.
Nice! Take the weapon throws, don't jump! Oh!
Pentane almost blew that, but Stylican, really nice play, nice weapon throws, nice uppercut that he made there, you know, recovery, and they're now one goal away from being 1 game away. Here we go, Kev. That's true.
Nice to defend, but it works out.
Yeah.
Now they're in the 2v2, big opportunity for blue.
You know, we've said it before, keep it stupid simple. That's wrong with spam and stick if it works for you.
Heaven is out of the place for a long time now. Pentane has to be there. I think
I think Stylican also made a mistake there. If he would have just dodged instead of dashing out of the goal, that would have been a very easy goal. There was no other option, but he gets another chance here and he gets stuck. Tough 30 seconds for Stylican. Yeah, definitely tough.
It happened.
For sure. Now Bob's gonna try to get in. Nobody has a weapon. I can't imagine that the blue team's gonna let this happen. Now Bob's got his weapon. He's gonna look to side Sig. You know it's coming. It's not quite able to get them all, and now here comes Astro. Nice dodge, nice movement.
Oh, that was bad, bro. Just keep possession and keep on hammering them into their goal.
What you want to do right here, I think, if you're the blue team, is start to get, not get scored on, first of all.
Sneaky goal.
Yeah, it was, and you know, I think the blue team has shown they can be very problematic when they have a target. If you can damage one of the red team to a point where they're close to death, they've been very good at doing 2-on-2s and 3-on-2s. You got to get rid of somebody. So I think that they really got to start focusing on damage for a little bit and then capitalizing on that opportunity.
That's exactly what Red is doing right now. Two Blues players are very damaged now, and Red is looking good health-wise, so they might put some pressure on now.
And there it is.
They're going in now.
Now they're all going to go in.
Can Astro do it? No.
Yeah, see, so, you know, somebody took my advice at least. And now it's a 4-4 game, and, you know, you couldn't have asked for a better end to this game. Golden goal. Not able to get around Pichu. Pichu really started to clamp up his defense in the last couple minutes here. I think the beginning of the game wasn't his best, and he really got back on track here. Kev, nice throw by Astro there. Nice pass, but not able to get around Hishu. He's just really dialed in right now. And Pentane takes away Hishu, but Bob will be able to come back. I think that was a really smart play by Pentane though. You notice that Hishu, you know, you're not able to get around the guy, you go take him out. Yeah, you take him one-on-one, trust your runner.
Yes. Runner should have stayed on the ground there, scored a quick goal because his support can't hold him.
Yeah.
No reason to.
No, I agree. Now Stylican's gonna come back. You know, damage deficits are relatively similar. Stylican gonna Oh wow,
clear.
nice play by
Ah,
Pentane,
we
just
lost
not able
possession.
to get around. Yeah. Kev. Yeah, this is really, you know, you look at where the damage is at now. Hishu and Bob are both getting up there. Pentane and Astru are both up there. I'm curious who's going to land that first blow to really, you know, shift the game sideways, or if the teams are going to find a way to reset.
Shut down.
Okay, Kevin has to stall out a bit here.
Wow, nice movement. And now Bob's healthy, so now, you know, you've seen the red team's got a bit of an advantage, but Pentane's pretty healthy himself. You just want to make sure that those two guys stay in the play.
Waiting.
Yeah,
why
that
are they
was...
waiting for the runner to score alone.
Ooh, this is...
Nonsensical.
Yeah, with no weapons too, this is not looking great, but Pentane, smart play. You know, the other two reset, he was, you know, they trusted him, good on them. Now, that's where you would have liked to see him throw the ball. You had two teammates waiting for the throw. That would have been, you know, that would have been the time. Now, they do finally get that throw off, but I don't think much is going to come from that. Yeah. And, yeah, the blue team's gotta, you know, they gotta get a weapon soon. They gotta hope for that spawn, because right now...
Nice
Yeah,
breakaway.
they're-
Go. No, Astro one.
Yeah, they're playing Dire Straits. And there we go. They got their weapon. Oh, that was a very bad side sig by Pentane. He's very lucky he didn't get punished worse.
I thought it was over just then.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Oh!
Just like that.
No one expected
Just-
that.
Wow, just slipped in.
Oh.
And just like that, I mean, I can't wait to see the stats from this game. I feel like, I was gonna say, I feel like the blue team wasn't hitting a lot of moves. And the stats kind of show that out, but they hit the ones, I guess, that mattered. Nobody hit less than Kevin, so bully him. But, wow, that's somehow 142 possession and 112.
In the
I don't know.
end, what I think surprised them there. In the end, Astro is a runner, right?
Yeah.
Astro has always been a runner back in the day, and that's his strong suit. And he's only supporting now because he's with Stylican.
Yep, big time.
He just showed us what he can do.
Yeah, no, big time. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I think that was really interesting. I think that was a really exciting game. And like you said, I think everybody is pretty versatile in this game, depending on what you need them to do. So I think that's also going to play into the end here. I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
We just started the next game and it's already 1 goal for red. They're not red, which is
Oh, I didn't even I didn't even know that opened.
We were just
That's so
talking.
funny.
What's that for Bob? Oh, nice. Get a breakaway now. Get Hichu. No, don't throw the ball away. What are you doing? Oh, that could have been a goal. Like, so 90% of times you're going to score that. Just don't throw the ball away. Keep possession.
Yeah,
Hit
big time.
Hichu. You've got a weapon. Use it.
Big time. No, I agree with you. And there's 2-0, and yeah, it's not looking good for the blue team. Now, seems like there's a possibility. I'm gonna have to dip here in just a minute. I forgot I had plans, but I want to see. I'll dip with the next. I was gonna say the next goal, but that was right there. So next goal. I'm gonna dip the next goal, and then you guys are gonna be stuck with Ike.
I might be looking for the second cast.
Oh hell yeah!
So if you're on the chat right now and you want to cast, give me a DM.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's the goal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Love you all, and I'll see you next year.
Thank you for coming on, Tyler. Have a good evening.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Of course, I can't cope with place Tyler here. I'm gonna try casting alone. So, nice. Kevin just had another quick breakaway, but in the end, Rex sighted is very hard to dodge. Stylican very damaged now. Blue is still on the push. Oh wow, nice D-sig by Kevin here. That's a nonsensical throw. Pentane is very... Oh! Pentane is very damaged, and Red's grave mistake is they didn't look at Astro. They just wanted to get Pentane out, and there was no communication. So Astro had a free goal. Very good. And Stylican and Astro on the breakaway. They get a goal. Wow, very nice. Very well played. Play the tank there. Get the weapon throws in the face. Okay. Astro running now. Oh, I've just realised they switched it up again. Astro is running. I'm excited to see what he can do with Stylican as support. Assuming Stylican supporting Pentane. Okay, Pentane supports. Stylican is also very solid with the weapon. So they might just get another chance at this. It's amazing to see how well they can adjust in so many ways. Now this is your opportunity. Red team is very damaged. Go in and score. There's no supporter though. Okay, red team just died twice, but they don't have ball possession. Someone should get the ball. Astro is not there. Oh, nice. It spawns in the middle. Why is red not aware of this? Even if Astro doesn't score here, it's his best choice to just run at their goal to stall time for his team to come back. What are they doing now? Are they going for a pass? Yes, they are. I think a pass is not the right play here. You're all unarmed here. It's going to be hard either way to get in there and score. So we might as well just walk. Weapons finally respawn, but they don't have time to grab them. Stylican going in alone without a support again. Now Pentane defend alone 1v2 and that's the goal. So it's 1-1 now. What are blue gonna do against red team with this? They're still making a lot of mistakes. I don't know. My best tip is just stop making these mistakes. They can't hear me, I know, but it's difficult to watch. They're such a good team, and they keep screwing it up. Okay. I'm not sure if they're gonna stick to Astro running here. I would like to see it, honestly. Stylican has good defense. It could work. Pentane has shown that he can support. And Astro is just a different runner from Pentane and Stylican. That's also quite neat. They all have their own kind of running style, which, when you're a defender, you really have to adapt to the opponent's running style to kind of know where he's going. Because if you don't know where the runner is going, then you're gonna screw up. Like, one mistake is enough to get a goal.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Okay. So it looks like they're sticking to Astro Run. Stylican switch up to Sir Roland. Also a very good pick, but he shouldn't. What I want to say is he shouldn't die down under the map again, which seems to be his favorite spot. But they both got caught by Bob recovery. Just good offense. Catch them both in a very long stun and you see blue are playing quite aggressive there, which could just result in a goal for red very soon. Yeah, you see Hitchu and Kevin are just getting into their goal for free. Stylican's getting stuck at the red side by Bob. You gotta play a bit. Man's gotta stay in defense. Why is Pentane going forward there? I don't think that's the right call to have Pentane be as defensive because he's playing too aggressive. Stylican should stay back. Yeah, it's showing. They're getting destroyed right now. They need to change something. This isn't working. Okay, they're wiggling, which means they're up for change. Universal sign, but I want to swap positions. Pentane's running again. See how it works. So far, so good. They're damaging them. Pentane, nice. Well done with the clear by Astru, and well done to go in exactly the right moment for Pentane. So they're back to their position. That is Pentane running. They might get a revival here. Just all depends on how well Red is gonna remember how they defeated them in the first place like this. Very good running by Pentane. That was not a guaranteed goal at all, but that was just very well dodged. Ichu is a hard player to get around, and just did that. Very aggressive again. Good play in mid. He's going in. But now he's caught. He can't get back in time, but it's just so fast everything. It's starting well. Good side stick there. Pentane runs in. Nope, was very close. This is very difficult for Sidekin, but a weapon throw. Clutch, I love them. Someone has to throw away the weapon and get the ball. They both do, but Bob is just faster. Amazing. Very good goal by Bob there. They are both in, but Astra and Pentane are once again stacked up. So they're gonna get hit at the same time. They can't cover the ball. Very good pass by Sidekin there. That was so quick, such a good goal. Team Red was not ready for that. It didn't even need Astro. Pentane just walked in. Very good pass by Sidekin. Definitely need to watch that back later. Okay, they're in the 2v1 right now. Bob is coming, but I think they should have this. Okay. Kind of a 2v3 now for the blue team. Pentane keeps getting hit away. He has to reset soon. For the runner to be damaged is very dangerous. He can't do many plays. He's all aggressive now. But then in defense, it can't be aggressive. Static throws the ball away. Pentane finally resets. I don't know why Astro is going to be so hard. He's not very damaged. He should just be careful and wait for his team. Pentane gets a sneaky grab of the goal, the ball. Another pass. It's gonna work out again. Astro there to help, but it doesn't. It's not enough. But now the weapons respawn. This is good for Blue. Pentane's reset as well. Bob is the only one in the field damaged right now. If Starter can get to Hichu, this might be a goal. Yes! Hichu was distracted by Astro, and it's a goal. Oh yes, it's tournament goal. So whoever takes the next goal now wins the entire tournament. And they've got 5 minutes left. This is gonna be exciting. But it can be over. In Brawl, it's happened so fast all the time. And Pentane just goes in. Has support. Does it? Bob grabs the ball and it's Astro in defense versus the 2 other players. Can he do it? DC, come on. He manages to defend. Very well done. Now Blue's on the offense again. Red team is damaged. Stylican has to defend. Bob has got the ball, but they're in a 3v2 situation. This is just such a forwards and back kind of thing. Pentane is playing very carefully now. He's damaged. That's a dangerous play in my opinion. What? Stylican just runs in! It scores without Astro's help. What an amazing goal to win the tournament as well. Congrats to lower expectations. Wow. You didn't need to have low expectations at all. You just won the entire tournament with a huge goal. I think that just made Stylican this tournament's MVP. If you hear this, Stylican, hit me up. You can have a metadef of your choice. I'm gonna send you what I have later. Wow, what an amazing last game and last goal here. Obviously very well played by both teams, red and blue here. Wait, are they playing again? Oh, okay. I just want to say it was. I couldn't have known, honestly. I don't think anyone could have predicted what team was gonna come out on top here. And I mean, I think they earned it. Blue team just adapted the whole time and kept on changing their team decomposition, and it worked out in the end. They've just got a team of players that can all run, which makes you as a team very hard to counterplay with just one strategy. And that's what I love to see as well. I love when players know how to play every position, because it just makes you so much better as a player. It's just on a completely different level of game sense. Definitely well earned and well played by Red Team here, by Bob's Builders as well. And with that, I'd like to thank you all. Thank our style for helping me organize this tournament. You were very nice to work with. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for production. Production just came in last minute. We actually didn't have a streamer for a very long time. Much appreciated. Thank you for Tyler for coming out of retirement to cast this with me. It was an amazing time. This kind of tournament is probably gonna happen again, but it's gonna be a long while. I'm not gonna step up to our style and do as many tournaments as they do. It is exhausting, but it was fun. So with that all, I'd like to thank you. Hit me up for the prizes, and goodbye. Custom lobbies now.